And we're live! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kirbside Network presents Renegade Rangers!
Woohoo!
We greatly apologize for missing last week. One of us, not gonna name names, me, had a slight, tiny, itty-bitty medical emergency. So I was not available to play, nor run the stream. So I am very sorry that I had to go to the doctor immediately. But I'm doing better, and I'm excited for tonight's game of Renegade Rangers. As always, check out all of our partners, all of our sponsors, like Collected Comics, and their 2 locations here in the Fort Worth area. They have an amazing selection of comics, games, dice. Go give them your business. They're wonderful. We love them very much. We actually just popped in yesterday, right after work, to pick up some new comics that are out. Go give them your business. They're amazing. Shout out to our dice sponsor, STWay Gaming. Jason has an amazing selection of dice and D&D merch on his website. That's STWay Gaming, ESTY Gaming. They're wonderful. They've provided us with some of the best dice that we've used, some of the coolest dice that we have, and we greatly appreciate them. Also, our sponsors, Raise Energy, available at repsports.com. Go to repsports.com and use the promo code Kirbside8 at checkout for a wonderful discount on an amazing energy drink. It's delicious. I love it. I need to order more because I drank it all. So go check them out. Go get you some delicious energy drink. Get you a good pre-workout if you need it. And, of course, our other sponsor, Jerky.pro. Same promo code Kirbside8 at checkout if you need a little bit of a table-topping snack. They have a multitude of flavors. They have a multitude of different meats that you can get for jerky. So go to their website, jerky.pro. Use the promo code Kirbside8 at checkout. With that, Corey, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, good sir. And welcome back once more to everyone. As you may all see, we have a slight little change up. Again, we have one of our people is going to be, our Yellow Ranger is going to be showing up at just a few minutes late. He will be showing up, so don't be worried. Everyone that enjoys your favorite skateboarding crazy Yellow Ranger slash promoter.
And when he returns, it'll be buzzworthy.
Very much so.
I hope he just comes in screaming that.
Right? That'll be his Leroy Jenkins moment.
Absolutely.
But as you may see, we do have a new member joining us. Sir Cody is going to be replacing our Miss Kate for our Blue Ranger. Unfortunately, these things weren't able to work out. No fighting, just
scheduling conflicts. Hardcore scheduling conflicts. She is still one of our artists. She still supports the stream, so no hard feelings towards her and her very, very busy life.
Oh no, none whatsoever. But as you will see, we do have now a new Blue that's about to show up. So. But no one else has met him yet, so everyone's about to be meeting him now. Just wanted to say that as a heads up. So that way, no, we're not being mean to people. No, we did not have a fight. Yes, we are in a fight. All right, so what has left off last time? Our Green Ranger was off at the docks by himself. Decided to take on a crowd of putties. Decided to squish a crowd of putties with giant Lego bricks called metal canisters.
It was a good idea until it wasn't.
Yes, it was a good idea until the one he decided to take on decided to beat him up, which he is not. He is just been knocked out. He is not gone permanently.
Yeah.
Because at any point, the ranger suits can sacrifice their form to leave them unconscious and just at 1 hit point, but knocked out. So
He'll be fine.
what else has happened? Oh yes, he'll be fine, perfectly fine, with just a monster standing over him. Yes, perfectly fine. So as far as the rest of our rangers have gone, we had our red and black rangers finishing off the last few putties that were right there.
Yeah, boy.
We had our pink. We had our pink and yellow rangers trying to charge off against the last clown. So at this point, this is where we're going to be leaving off. So what has happened is, as our yellow and pink rangers are running off, our yellow ranger gets a recall and is teleported out. As in front of everyone, a bolt of blue comes crashing down as our newest blue ranger. Everyone was used to seeing our female blue, but now you can definitely see a much broader shoulder, much more wide framed male body standing up, kind of looking like the superhero kneeling pose, fist from the ground, knee.
Let's go.
As you now stand up, as there is a slight bit of confusion as our good Mr. Deacon over here is kind of like that mental confusion you get like when you first wake up when you wake up in an area you're not used to seeing, or at a friend's place you've never fallen asleep at before.
He's the Mr.
The only thing he knows is that right in front of him he feels like, he is wearing something, maybe not what he was wearing when he went to sleep. A little bit too much cotton candy. But what he ends up seeing in front of him is more of a heads-up display that you would see like most maybe modern major game style from a first-person shooter. But you definitely do see, in front of you, you do see the city that you are somewhat used to seeing. But again, there's like a slight oddity that you do see as well, that it's something you recognize and know, but it's like there's something off about just everything's just like slightly off kilter for like a degree or two. Type of like, wait, what? Type of thing. But you are now fully standing up, and unlike the original cloth blue and white suit, this one definitely seems much more metallic and much more let's just say that there's now a harness on your suit that seems different from everyone else's.
Okay.
So it's more so classic, the color scheme is still kind of the same, the white diamond pattern running around the front, sides, and back. The gloves and boots are still white, but the blue seems more like a dragon scale like looking shifting blue metal. But over around you look like it's almost like you have like a harness, like a backpack style harness on your suit that is slightly different than everyone else's.
All right. So he drops in, and he immediately sees Pink Ranger, right?
Yeah, because you were pretty much replacing yellow for the moment, as the grid has taken a chance and changed one person for another in transit.
Okay. And is there enemies in front of me? Correct.
So for what you felt like you were chasing something, because you do, like I said again, you do see the heads-up display that's in the inside the visor for you. It does seem to be indicating like a tracking path of something, but other than that, you're just like seeing for the first time in your life instead of just seeing it on the TV screen or a video game like comic books, you're seeing someone dressed up like in a full-on ranger suit, which is pink, which instead of having the classic power bow, has a full-on power sling with a pink quartz crystal at the meeting of the two arms.
So
held in her hand.
So Deacon lands and he pats himself down, making sure, okay, all my hands are there, all two of them. Is that Sailor Moon?
So Stevie, real quick, roll me an athletics check.
Athletics, okay.
Or acrobatics. Acrobatics or athletics, whichever would be more. That's more suited to how you. Sorry, I said athletics. Acrobatics would be a better bet for this one.
All right. That's gonna be let me make sure. 16.
All right, you managed not to, because you were chasing behind Yellow because he was definitely ahead of you for speed worthy and the buzzworthy of that hoverboard.
Right.
Instead, you almost run smack dab right into a new Blue Ranger that doesn't seem like the once emo girl that you knew is now someone else. But you can definitely tell it does list as an ally on the HUD as you kind of, see each other.
Okay. So she's gonna take this in for a second and say, I'm gonna ask a lot of questions later, but right now we need to chase that clown over there.
Okay, I don't remember this in the anime, but let's go.
We gotta hurry, let's go. And so she's gonna
running.
go and continue running.
Just a shower of red rose petals starts whipping by real quick.
Does Marcus and Scotty see this?
Well, again, you guys finished off the fight. Give me a alertness to see if you can they're still within range. Right. To see if you are actually able to catch it. Because you do see the yellow change for a blue marker on your heads up.
All right. Alertness, let's go. Oh no, the die fell.
No, don't do that.
I got 12.
17.
Oh, wait, but I have a D2, so I could possibly go up by 1.
Or 2.
Or 2? If I can find it. That would be a 1, so 13.
Alright, so you both do notice the change on the heads-up display on the inside the helmet for you guys. Scotty does see like the arc of yellow going away being shifted with an arc of blue coming down in. So you do see the coming down in between the alley, but where both Stevie and Sky were at, they were far enough in you couldn't actually see like the actual change. You just saw the teleport energy switch.
Gotcha.
And then the heads-up change on the HUD display.
All right.
I am over speaking the same word.
Hey, you're good.
I'm sorry.
All right, Scotty will be like, Marcus, you saw the ping, right? Marcel, sorry. My brain.
That was weird.
It's blue now? Does that mean it's in danger, or does that mean like a new person's here? Is blue less threatening than yellow? All right. All these putties are dead. We got to go figure this out.
I think we should go. I think that's a good idea.
We got to find that stupid clown.
And everyone just hearing over the background of this, just echoing through the alleyway. Oh, new playmates! We're gonna have some fun. You guys like balloon animals too?
I'm killing this clown. I'm killing this clown with my bare hands. Marcel, I hate clowns.
Clown is going down.
Let's go. And Scotty will take off towards Pink.
All right. Okay. Okay, I need you. All right. So real quick, So the armors are for attack or for against hits based off certain skills.
Mm.
The smaller box, the toughness for strength, evasion for speed, willpower for smarts, cleverness for social, are the saving throws against special attacks. I need everyone that's in the alleys evasion stat.
Okay.
14.
13.
Invasion. 16.
Sorry, say that again. How do we?
The evasion.
It should be
sorry, I see it
10
now.
plus
14.
your speed essence.
14.
Yes.
14.
So I heard a 17, right? I'm sorry. So I just want to make sure they're right. Who had less than 15?
Scotty, Marcel, and Deacon.
All right.
Uh-oh.
So you three, thankfully Stevie is able to dodge her way artfully, as the Pink Ranger should, as a wave of creepy little balloon dogs start falling down, tripping both Deacon, Scotty, and Marcel up. As
What?
you either faceplant or slip on them into the building, just it's not doing damage, but you are now all three prone, as from the building's second floor of part of a recessed parking garage. You just see Pineapple just blowing up more, just giggling as he just makes more of these little things, tossing them off the side and just waves.
You.
He just turned us
He
into
kind
the
of
Three
falls
Stooges.
amongst all the balloons, and he's just like, "Oh, these are not the kind of dogs I like to work with."
You're gonna die, clown. Scotty will
But yeah, so
try to get up and pursue.
all right. So getting up, all right. 1 second. What is that?
It should cost 15 feet of your movement, if I remember correctly.
Yes, getting up from prone is no, I was just seeing something. All right. So are you just gonna try to race up the normal ramp into the this is kind of like a business parking garage where he's running up into? Are you going to try to just leap up to the second floor from the ground floor, or are you just going to try to run up and race up the ramp?
Not getting any audio.
Okay, there goes.
There we go. Sorry.
Okay.
How high would you say the next level is?
It's about standard, so that's above. Normally, the way they have it, it's a 10-foot tall roof. Bigger.
Oh yeah, I can make that with my eyes closed. Scotty's gonna jump.
All right, roll me the athletics check for the jump. And is Marcel, Steve, or Deacon going to follow this in? Or are you guys going to try to
follow
run
suit.
up?
That's
All
a
right,
natural
well.
20 for a total of 23.
Woo.
All right.
Does the Power Ranger?
Yeah, just the random, light, gentle leap of just rising up, one leg up, knee bent up forward. So, got Scotty jumping. Marcel, you can also jumping?
Yep, I'm jumping.
All right.
Deacon is going to follow Sailor Moon's lead.
Wait, since I evaded the balloons and now we're jumping onto a platform, correct?
When you're jumping up, you can either race through to try to get through the lower level of the parking garage, or you can try to jump up to get to the second floor right now. What'd you get, Marcel?
I got a 6. The dice gods do not like me.
They don't like me either because I got a 1.
Oh no.
All right, so we do get our first story point for the night for you guys. So pretty much as both Marcel and Stevie both try to make their jump, it seems like the balloon seemed to wrap around their legs and hold them down in place.
Oh no.
What about you, Deacon? What were you going to try to do? Because you said you were going to be following Sailor Moon. So I'm guessing you were following...
seeing that the balloons have started to wrap around and sort of attack everyone, I believe Deacon would, by this point, have realized he has a blade blaster on his hip. And he's going to pull that out and try to take out some of the balloons.
All right. So one thing you do feel as you do pull it, you feel something that's kind of like sitting like in a little side pouch that kind of like feels like it's rattling around a little bit. If you reach in for that as well, you also do see like a little red orb that seems like a flame flickering inside this little gem. That if you wish, you can either put to the blade blaster, blade sword, the blade dagger combo, or you can apply it to your power weapon. Once you do, it will lock in and change the damage type to fire.
Okay. Not having any knowledge of what's going on so far and just finding random red orb on his belt, he's probably going to be like, okay, key item for later. Leave that there and pow, pow, pow.
All right.
A true RPG player.
Yes. So, real quick, roll me the attack roll for that.
That's going to be targeting?
Yes. The aim, yes. Oh, yes,
Right,
targeting,
so
yes.
that is a really great 8. Let's see if I can increase that. 9.
All right, you seem to kind of aim not near them because it seems like you're a little bit shaky at first, and you kind of clear out the area right at the edge of the parking entrance. But the balloons that seem to be holding on to both Marcel and Stevie seem to stay there in place as you pop the balloons around them. Kind of like you just kind of shrunk the area that was causing the issue.
All right, would I have, because my speed is 4, I have 2 free actions and then my move action. If I give my move action up for another free action, do I have enough for another attack?
Well, it's 2 free actions to make another attack.
Let's roll it. Let's do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Optimal.
Natural 20.
Let's go.
Nice.
Let's go.
All right, with this, you are
22.
able to free. So, yes, with that, you are able to both free both Marcel and Stevie from their balloony grasp.
Nice.
All right. And then with his move action, because I should still have that,
Yes.
he's going to follow Sailor Mars's lead and pop up.
The universe is so good at sending us friends.
I know, right? We're lucky.
And do I need, was it acrobatics for the jump or athletics?
For that, 1 second. I'm still trying to remember the right wording because I'm still thinking D&D terms. I'm trying not to. Athletics, if you've got the strength for it, if you're just trying to, or acrobatics, if you're trying to do the ninja leap from bounce from like in a corner side wall to get up faster, or if you're just trying to just hard jump from flat ground straight up to it.
Fun fact,
Hard
both are
jump.
awful. Both are a D2, so
At least you're trained in it. That's the good thing.
yes. Right. So come on, don't fail me now. That is a 9. Cool.
Cool.
10.
You are able to manage to leap up. You are just slightly short, but you're able to grab onto the bar, whereas Scotty was able to land on top of the bar when he did his jump
Man,
you're
how
able
did you do
to-
that? Oh god, I need to not skip leg day.
But yeah, you are grabbing onto. So you're both up on the second floor with Marcel and Steve down on the lower floor.
Should we try to jump again, or should we just run up the steps?
Because there's a stairwell next to you, or you can try to run up the driving ramp.
Oh man, I just realized I've made. Oh, save it for later. Never mind. my first misplay, and we're 10 minutes in. Keep going.
We can't hear you.
Stevie's
So-
gonna go to the stairs and try and climb the stairs, but not like traditionally going up the stairs.
It's like on the
But
side.
like the power leap.
Yeah, kind of like spider monkeying her way up the stairs.
All right, so Stevie, what is? Oh, 1 second, 1 second. What is your evasion at?
Where's my what?
The evasion for your on your speed. What is your evasion at?
16.
16. Let's see. All right, as you're climbing up, you are able to avoid more, as it seems like a floor above you, the clown is throwing water balloons down at you. You are able to dodge as they seem to explode, as it seems to be like some sort of acid eating at the concrete as they pop.
That's just rude.
Like, you look like you need a little bit more color there, Pinky. And he just disappears. But you are able to climb up to the second floor, even though you saw him up on the third.
Can I relay that information to Scotty and Deacon? Well, I don't know their name. His name. To Scotty and Mr. Blue. Huh?
So you relay the acid, right?
Yes, I am relaying that he's on the third floor.
Okay.
Hey, Scotty, Mr. Blue, he went up to the third floor.
All right.
One more floor to go, Mars. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So yes, you're able to. So again, are you going to try to just like run up the stairwell? Now you're going to try to run up the main ramp.
Who, Scotty or myself?
Just because.
Scott, is it pink or red that needs to go up the stairs? That you're asking.
No, I'm asking like, who's wanting to?
Oh.
Who's like, which way are you guys wanting to do? Are you guys wanting to?
1,000% just jumping up again.
All right. One more roll, then, please, good sir. What about you, Stevie?
I'll try it. Before
So,
then, I'm going to call the Marcel.
Actually, hold on. Before you do that, Deacon will have seen Sailor Moon not able to make the jump previously, and is going to use the Lind action to give her a boost, like a cheerleader lift. So, DM, if that grants edge, because of my caretaker background, it's actually going to grant you an extra edge.
So
Oh,
yes,
snap.
that will work on that. So you pretty much get to roll 3d20, Stevie, and take the highest out of the three.
Wow.
Okay.
Very nice.
Well, okay
That's
then.
awesome.
Before then, she's
It
going to
helps.
call the Marcel. Hey, come on. We got to go.
Okay.
It helps when all the
we
rangers
just-
together working together.
Teamwork,
just
guys.
wanna
Let's go.
make
We're
sure
Sailor
what my
Scouts.
Options.
Okay. Okay. So that's going to be. Oh, wait. Okay, it's 19 plus some other numbers.
At least with the 19, you are definitely able to get up this time.
Okay. Yay! Thanks, Mr.
19.
Blue.
And then Blue is going to try to follow. Oof. There's that 9, and we're hoping it's going to be at least a 10. It's 10.
10 is at least enough to get up to the second floor with no issues, but past that, no, wait, it's triple the height.
No,
And
he's-
I
he's-
helped
he's
you
on
too.
the second floor
You're able to-
already.
Oh, that's right. No, blue. I was thinking blue. Sorry. No, yeah. So yeah, you are able to jump up, but again,
Okay.
you're doing the whole. You're able to
Just
get up, but you're not able to
Barely
do the
catching the
Scotty.
ledge. And,
I'm gonna help pull him up. Since
So, yeah,
he
so you
helped
are able
me,
to get
so I'm
up.
gonna help him.
Thanks, Sailor Moon.
Of course.
Could
Red-
I jump and ask both of them to like kind of, just in case, catch my hands and give me a boost, since I can
Yes.
see them up there?
Um,
Okay.
Well, Scotty hasn't jumped from the second floor, so he'll put a hand out for Marcel to
oops.
like, no, like I'll reach out for you and I'll pull you up if you jump up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you so Scotty, give me a roll as well,
Okay.
and Marcel, give me a roll.
Athletics.
Yes.
Okay. I'm good at this. Hey,
I would hope so.
that's pretty good. 17.
All
I
right.
got a 7.
My man.
Yeah, Scotty's
you.
able to grab on and toss you up to onto the third.
Ooh.
But I can definitely see Scotty saying a few choice things about you needing a new diet.
All right.
Gotta cut back on the snacks. The late night
Sure.
munchies.
Throw Marcel
No more
up,
ding dongs.
and then Scotty will jump up to the third deck as well.
All right. So on the third floor, instead you do see your target finally with two very weird-looking putties.
So
This is-
Deacon is finally seeing the clown for the first time, and he says,
Oh yes. So
man, that
Yeah,
is
you're seeing-
awful makeup. We need to talk."
yeah, it's just the very simple white around the mouth, red lips with a red highlight, the red nose, yellow wig, and the little bowler derby style hat. But yes, as you just kind of see him just giggle, just then let's see what we can do with this. Then, if you don't like clowns, there, Red. As he just seems to slowly, it seems like he like takes his thumb to his mouth and just starts blowing into it like a balloon. As he starts swelling and swelling up before you, and it looks like as he's like just turns into like a giant blueberry style clown, it just pops as a wave of orange pollen coats everything in the area. As you now see Pineoctopus wiggling its tendrils all over and looking like, head scraping the top of the roof of the garage. Let's have at it, Rangers!
And now it's a
Oh,
pineapple.
man, I do not
now
like
I
this kind
really
of
hate
anime.
it.
Oh, come on.
First it was a clown, now it's a pineapple, and now I'm taking it personally.
There's something
Tons
wrong
of
with pineapples, but this is going a bit far, dude.
Is this because I ordered the pizza with pineapple that one time?
Listen, I forgave you for that, but I still don't like pineapples on my pizza.
You guys are focusing on the pineapple and not all the weird tentacles.
You know, new guy,
Priorities.
it's not the weirdest thing we've seen today, to be open and bluntly honest with you.
There it is.
Yeah.
I have concerns,
All right.
You
but
should.
we'll get to that later.
Don't worry, we will.
Pretty much, the one thing you guys do know is that after the pollen settles, is a pair of hulked out looking putties. And these things look like, except for the face mask, they look like Hulk is now standing in front of you. They're about 7 foot tall. you know,
You muted yourself.
Yep.
I think you lost reception. That's okay, because this technical difficulty is brought to you by Raise Energy, available at repsports.com. Go
all right.
get
Sorry about that.
an amazing energy drink that won't cut out on you. It won't buffer. It will just give you the energy that you need when you need it. Raise Energy, available at repsports.com.
Drink it and download all those vitamins and minerals super fast.
All right.
And remember to thumbs up the stream.
All right. So sorry. So what
Like,
you
share,
were
subscribe.
pretty much. So what you were seeing before you again is a pair of 7 foot tall, muscle-bound putties looking hulked out. And standing in front of. One second.
The viewer in me wants to know what the Hulk putties sound like. So if the normal ones are like, are these like, wow, wow?
Yes.
I think it'd be even funnier if they still had their normal voices.
Oh yeah.
All right. Sorry about that. All right. So, again, at this point, it is now into the combat, as we now actually have you actually did find the actual Pineoctopus, so thankfully we have that.
We did it.
I believe in you guys.
Let's go.
I believe in you guys.
I was late.
I love that all four of us got that.
All right. So red.
There we go. Getting ready for some initiative.
Let's go.
All right. So, what does Scotty got?
Sorry, I was switching the music. I gotta roll initiative.
Scotty doesn't know.
Scotty doesn't know.
Scotty didn't know.
doesn't know.
Scotty got a 12.
All right. What about Blue? You are on mute, Deacon. There you go.
Blue got an 18.
Woo!
Nice.
What about Black?
Black got 13.
All right, and Pink.
13.
Twinsies.
At least we're not having abysmal numbers tonight.
Right.
All
Just
right.
wait until actual combat.
I mean, I already rolled a 1, so
Hey,
Yeah,
at
we
least you
got
got
that.
out of the way early.
All right, so to start things off, we are leading off with Blue because Blue is our new yellow right now. So yes, so before you it stands a pair of hulking-looking putties and the large plant behind them.
Okay, so as Red so kindly pointed out, ever the RPG player, he is going to see really big guys and say, okay, so these are the bruisers, and then see tentacle thing and say, probably the spellcaster. RPG law, target the enemy spellcaster first. So having this connection to the morphin grid and this knowledge downloading into his brain and not having a clue what's going on, but he gets this image of there is this thing that needs fixing, and what better way to fix it than percussive maintenance? And he reaches into the morphin grid and pulls out a massive hammer.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
Once
And-
more, so as you do reach in for your personalized power weapon, instead of reaching for what felt like the original Blues trident, you feel something much heavier, much weightier fill your palm as you pull out a arc of blue just rips open in front of you as you reach in and pull out this long, hafted, double, massive-looking hammer. So, two-headed hammer just now in your hand. That you looks like you can maybe wield one-handed, but if you use both, you're gonna get that full swing in with that extra reach in.
And then also knowing that this boss fight, maybe he doesn't really know, but remembers the key item from earlier, and this feels like a really great time to use it. And he's gonna take the ball and toss it in the air and whack it with a hammer. And it breaks, and then just fire Reese the hammer.
Let's go!
Fire hammer.
Because you decide to break it, there's a slightly different event, though.
Oh dear.
Oh,
I have messed
no.
up.
Yes, unfortunately, because I'm guessing red was going to be
Oh no.
Marcel's off to the... One second.
Oh
Oh no! Now we've been paused.
That's a good time for a dramatic
I
pause.
seem to have
Right?
miscalculated.
There's the commercial break.
Right?
It was at this moment.
As the fire
We
explodes
knew we had
into
messed
the
up.
camera, fade out,
Yep.
commercial.
Commercial.
What happened? What happened?
This week on WB.
Who won the title?
That moment when you try to get cinematic,
Cuts to a
and it just
Fruit Loops.
literally
Yo.
blows up in your face.
Yo, Cody, that was beautiful. That's absolutely gorgeous. That's so good.
We were all so excited for like a
Yeah.
fire hammer, and he's like, but actually,
Nuts.
Yes, but no.
You just
But wait, there's more.
there's more.
Oh god.
Power Rangers the Flamethrower. The kids are gonna love this one.
I'm just waiting for Yellow to come back to be like, dude, there was fire everywhere.
So really quick, what's everyone's health like?
2
2
2 of 4.
I'm sorry, 4. Yes, you're right. I'm looking at my personal power.
No, I have a total of 4, but right now I'm at 2.
Lost nothing.
And what's your max at?
4.
4. Okay. Wow. TFW, you realize you're like the least healthy person in the room.
Oh
No, you're at 1, Tim. You're at 1. You're
Wait,
just
I mean, I'm
unconscious.
alive.
Is
but
that your
I-
health?
I was knocked so hard that I demorphed. So
That's what we
I
left the
technically
last
have
episode.
1
Hard by a
health, I
clown.
guess. Yeah.
I have 3. So
Okay, you have 3.
yeah.
I was worried. that yeah.
Same.
No, I specifically dipped into conditioning so that I would not have just
Yep.
2 health.
Same.
Yeah, sadly.
And I'm looking at level ups, and I'm just like, oh, the number of times I'll be able to increase my health are low.
Yep.
I mean, at least it doesn't work like, 5e, regular 5e rules where it's like, okay, and let's see, you take 36 damage. And I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? I only have 38.
Well, I'm probably
Well,
about
Tim-
to deal
Tim knows what that's like.
3d6 fire damage to everyone.
Right.
Which specific time are you talking about?
I'm talking about the time that you left me at like 2 HP for the last stream. It's like, so you get grappled and take grapple damage. Then you take a lightning blast to the face. I was like, well, I'm not dead,
Damn.
but I'm not feeling too great.
The amount of time that he has been gone is becoming increasingly concerning.
I don't like this.
I don't like this, and I paused this.
Oh, man. I bet if I get up and get a drink of water, he's going to come back.
Probably.
Where's
Go
my
for
water
it.
level at? Actually, yeah, same. BRB.
Do we just want to take a break for a moment?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
people
I'm
aren't
gonna
left
hit.
in the
I'm,
lurch
I'm
here?
gonna hit the break button. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with combat. Sorry for technical difficulties, but we're here. We're ready to go. Corey, take to the floor.
All right, so I was taking under the understanding that the way you guys were trying to set yourselves up was that Scotty would be kind of still in the front of the group, correct?
Yeah, probably a little more over to the left. So probably the second in the line. Yeah. I'd be a little bit more forward. I just haven't gone forward yet. I would assume we're like lined up.
All right.
Oh, I just firebombed the whole party.
All right. So, yeah. So this is the monster of the fight. So what we're going to end off with is, or what we're starting off with. Sorry, not end off. Start off with.
Yeah.
Is we're going to have Monsieur Deacon going to be starting us off with his madness. So I'm guessing you were kind of off to the right side of the group.
That sounds about right.
All right. So yes, we are going to have you. This is your turn, good sir.
All right. So I think I already said what my action was. He reached forward. He pulled out the power hammer.
Restating that because I wasn't being talked to like about 3 different ways at that point.
Oh, okay. So do I get a do-over? Do I want to do a do-over?
Mulligan.
Then I was having someone else talking in my ear at the same time, and I was trying to do too many things.
You're
at
good.
once.
You're good.
Go back to the previous save.
Right?
So,
No, sorry. No, you going the. I decided to. Try to.
I tried to RPG logic this, and it did not work out. Was where I was going with that.
All right. The reason why I was asking was how you guys were situated was Scotty is a little bit off to the left. I'm guessing Marcel within. Where would you have been? Like when you guys got to saw this thing, before he changed.
Marcel was the last person to get up there.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what about Stevie?
So more than likely she's gonna be somewhere in the center.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of expecting. So Blue would have been more toward the front long, kind of beside Scotty.
Yeah, probably front right to Scotty's right. Ideally, doing this, he would realize that that it's all part of the same motion, so he would have started moving forward. Not trying to metagame this, but in my mind.
All right, so pretty much you reach into the grid, pull out hammer, go, toss up and light up.
Yes.
Just
full on Babe Ruth.
roll. Give me a
Attack
ranged
roll.
attack roll.
Oh, a ranged attack roll. Now, is this going to fall under might?
Are you trying to just power smack it, or are you trying to?
Well, actually, hold on, pause. Because Deacon, with access to the Morphin Grid, having knowledge of this, would he know how to make this thing work?
Yes, but you just said I wanted to pop it and smack it first.
So
I just want to hit something. I got a hammer.
I got a hammer. I got a ball. I got a ball hammer.
I'm a whack it.
I'm gonna wreck it.
See, nothing wrong with this logic.
Whack.
Oh gosh. Hit stuff first, ask questions later. So I guess knowing how it works and knowing how to activate it, he would have gone through the step of activating it, was what I was trying to do, but I was trying to make it cinematic.
He's trying to have
There
some
we
Part of
anime
activation
flourish to
is
it.
Yes.
So as you have hammer, you have orb. You smash it into the hilt of the push
There
into
we
the
go.
hilt of the hammer, and as you do that, you feel the hammer itself heat up as looks like volcanic lines rise up the haft and then turn the head into a molten-looking blue and red oscillating color. As now the hammer will, instead of doing the blunt damage you were doing, is now going to be doing fire damage.
Let's go.
All right. And then he is going to run up and just lower and try to uppercut the Pineoctopus.
All right, now you're gonna try to go around the putties because they're right in front of the thing. Because you got these two big, hulking, 7 foot tall, like Mr. Universe style, muscle power looking putties right in front of you. And the Pineoctopus, which is large itself, is behind them, which is even taller.
Gotcha. Would I have sufficient speed to go around, or would this be an acrobatic situation of trying to leap over?
If you're trying to acrobatics, you can try to move through it without provoking from it.
Let's risk it. We're going to do acrobatics.
Yay! So we now have 2 risky rangers. Gotcha.
20. Dirty 20, but 20.
Let's go.
Nice.
That's
Okay, with
right.
All right. With that, you are able to get over and you're right next to the Pineoctopus.
So he leaps over, he somersaults, and then since he's somersaulting, he's going to make the hammering action part of that somersault to just bring it down right on its ugly, tentacly top. And he's going to do an attack.
And this is a might swing, correct?
Yes, so I am specialized into that. So
What's the
Initial
special?
roll.
Oh.
power weapons.
All right.
Initial roll is just a 9, but secondary roll,
So on the
So it's gonna
specialization, what level of might did you have it up to?
D4.
So you roll a D4 and a D2 in addition to the D20. That's
Yep,
how the.
I'm rolling those now, and it's up to an 11, so probably not enough to hit this guy.
No. So as you do swing, though, trailing behind the hammerhead strike, which you do miss though.
All right. And I believe if I did all my math right, that was my move. My free action was to pull it. My other free action was to load it with fire, and then standard action. So I am tapped.
Yeah. All right. So there is that. So now. Oh, this is fun. It's actually its turn.
All right, let's go.
Yay!
So one of the few soft rangers decided to be a melee tank. I love this. All right, so
We believe in you, Blue.
You're my boy, Blue.
You're a boy.
He lands. He's just like, oh, it's even grosser up close.
yeah, because now you actually see like the wet-looking drool running down its body.
Gross.
Oh,
Don't puke inside your helmet.
all right. It's going to take a swing at you, good sir.
As I expect.
Does a 12 hit your defense, good sir?
It does not.
Woo,
I
let's go.
presume you mean my toughness. Yes. Actually, it doesn't.
So it's your morphed armor class. So it's 10
Right.
plus your strength
So-
essence plus whatever
And then my
armor you're trained
So
in.
16 is my morphed armor,
Okay.
or my morph toughness.
All right, then after that, it's going to take a energy. It's going to take a energy attack. As one tentacle comes swing at you, you're able to duck underneath it. But then you see that another pair seem to have glowing pink orbs at the end of these tentacles, whip back and then launch forward. And it seems to go after Pink.
So can I argue for a downshift on that attack to it because I am adjacent and harrying it?
If you had used, instead of attacking, if you had tried to make it where you were going to interrupt any attacks, yes.
Fair.
Or if you had another
Absolutely
effect
fair.
going on, yes. Because this pretty much, it's swinging you with like the lower set of tentacles, and the ones on its head are whipping around, shooting this energy. So, Stevie, this is going to be against your evasion defense for the ranged.
Right?
And that's going to be a 17 in total to hit.
Aw. Yeah,
That it?
it does.
All right, so you pretty much get smacked for 1 point of damage.
Ow.
All right,
Oh.
then it goes to who is that higher speed between black and pink?
Pink.
Mine's 16.
My evasion is 14.
For your speed?
Oh, sorry, my
so
speed
your
is
raw
4.
speed essence.
My raw speed is 4.
Mine is 6.
So Steve will go next.
Okay. So, was I just smacked? Was I knocked down any?
No, it was more like you got the classic Ranger ranged energy ball hit you in the chest, but it didn't knock you back. It was more like you took the damage and, you're right there.
Okay. Well, with that, I'm going to have my a geode bow, and I'm gonna just launch a nice little one of my little crystals toward it.
Are you going to do it at the Pineoctopus or with the putties?
The Pineoctopus.
Go for it.
Okay. So that's targeting. Just make sure I roll enough. Ah, dang. That's just 7.
7 in total?
Yes, 7 total.
Yeah, it seems to be deflected by one of the tentacles as it just seems to deny it by slapping it down into the concrete of the parking lot floor.
Then I like to move a little bit where I feel like I can get a better angle on it.
Okay.
Is there
Where
a
you
way to get above it?
Well, right now, almost the top of the plant of the mouth is kind of scraping the roof of the parking garage you guys are in.
Then can I hide behind a pillar?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna hide behind a pillar.
All right. So you're able to move. There is one close enough by that you're able to get behind it. All right. You still have your free actions, so you can still try to get another attack off if you wanted.
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
remember, for
I will.
every, 2 free actions, you can buy an attack.
Okay. So I am gonna try and get another shot at it. My new little vantage point. That was a 12.
And again, it knocks another shard from the air.
Ah.
All right, we're now on to Black's turn.
Let's go. So, just so I understand the situation of where everybody is, me and Scotty are basically next to each other. Blue is up in
They haven't had a
front.
chance to move. They were in front of the Pineoctopus. It went from pineapple to clown to the pineapple plant monster, and you got these 2 hulking, bodybuild style, wrestler-looking putties in front of it.
Okay.
Yeah, think of it's more like looking at Undertaker and Kane right in front of this giant plant tree.
Okay. Well,
Road Warrior
since-
putties.
Since people are focusing on the plant, I'm gonna go after the putty on the left. I'm gonna take my attention towards it. I would like to try to specifically aim at its face with my axe blaster.
All right, you said with the blaster.
Yeah, with my power axe cannon.
Okay. So you're aiming at it. So roll me that
Nice.
attack.
Okay, and then targeting goes into that, right? Especially since I'm aiming for the face.
If you're trying to aim at the tentacles themselves, because it really doesn't have a face, because it's like
No. I'm aiming at the putty to the left.
Oh, okay, the putty. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
I had a fan kick on, and so it started overpowering it. Your volume's a little bit low for me.
No, okay. I'll try to speak louder.
Putty. So yeah. So you're trying to.
I'm aiming at the. Yep, the
So you're trying to
one
shoot
on the
the
left,
left
aiming
or
to the
the right?
face. Left.
All right. So you're trying to make a pulse shot. All right, that's going to be a downshift down 1 dice for making it try to aim more specifically, but you do get the attack.
I have a D4 in targeting. Does that help?
So it would go down to a D2.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so if you get the downshift because you're trying to make a specific pulse shot on a specific part, it does increase the difficulty. So that's just
That makes
that's
sense.
the system's version.
Okay, let's go. Come on, dice gods, don't fail me now. Let's go! 20!
Let's go.
Nice.
Nice.
Let's
Alright,
go! Headshot. Boom.
All right. It's going to take the point of. Did you put the energy gem on the power axe, or did you put it on your blaster? Or have you done that yet?
The power axe.
On the power axe? So it's
Yeah.
going to take 1 point of fire damage, and it is now blinded.
Yes! Okay, sweet.
All right, but it is still up.
Okay. I have another
Alright.
attack, right?
Hmm?
I have another attack, right?
If you have 2 free actions to burn for another attack, yes. Or you can choose
Yes,
not
'cause
to
it's-
move and also get it 1 more attack up. Because it's every move you drop down is only 1 free action. So yeah, you get 1. You have how many free actions do you have right now?
I don't think I've used my free action yet. All I did was just attack it.
He should
All right,
have
so
a
if you have at least 2 free actions, you can buy 1 more attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm
Okay.
gonna shoot it a second time in the head.
Let's go.
All
Come on, come on, come on.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
19, I'll take it.
Ah,
All right,
yeah.
that's a hit. And it is still up.
Damn, it's a tough bastard.
Ain't gonna be easy.
Yeah, you right.
All right. So at that point, it is now. One second, let me double check. Scotty, what is your speed at?
My speed is a 3.
One second, because one downside to the monsters, they have them where it doesn't have the stat block the way I'm used to reading it. Okay, you're going to be going next, good sir.
Alrighty. Well, I'm ready to do this. Scotty is going to use his movement to charge at the putty on the right.
All right, so the one that Marcel blinded, or the,
the
one
one
that
that
hasn't
Marcel didn't shoot at.
been? Okay.
He seems to have that one handled. Is there a way? Let me ask this: is there a way to basically flank this putty with Deacon behind it?
No, because The way Deacon moved,
Hmm.
if you went at the one Marcel shot at, you'd be flanking that one specifically, but the other one Marcel did not shoot at just has the plant monster behind it.
Okay. I could do something really stupid. Wait, if it's blinded, would that give me an edge on the attack?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna
'Cause
do
it-
something really stupid.
Go for it.
I'm
I
gonna go
support it.
right between them. Because I'm hoping this works. All right. I'm going to use my movement, move right between them, attack the putty that Marcel has blinded, which will give me edge. And Scotty, just enraged that this clown and is now a pineapple as well. You can see he grabs the sword almost Lionel style, and his hands are shaking so bad that it just starts to glow red. As I'm gonna use one of my personal power points to charge my attack and use a power strike. So if this hits,
right.
it will be for 3 fire damage.
And this is gonna be on the one that you're going after that has not taken any hits yet, right?
This is for the one that Marcel blinded.
Okay.
All
Just
right.
want to make sure because you said you went between both. Okay.
Yep.
So roll me to hit.
Alrighty. I gotta make sure I get this right. It's might, so I've got a d6. Come on. 17.
That hits.
Yes!
And that putty is out of here.
Let's
The-
go!
Nice.
The sword charges red, the fire wraps around it, and it just cleaves straight through it.
As pretty much
Right
you get-
across the waist.
yeah, pretty much as you cut it though, it felt different than the other putties. As it seems to kind of dissolve into like a gooey slop straight down as your feet and legs would just get coated in it.
Gross.
All right.
And I think
Uh,
I used my movement. I used my action. I have a speed of 3, so I should only have 1 free action. So I don't think I get a
Yes.
second attack on this turn.
no, you need at least 2. You can burn a free action to increase your movement by 5 feet per up to 3 uses of 5 feet each.
Right.
So up to, you can pretty much buy 15 feet extra. But no, you don't have another attack just yet.
Okay, because I'll burn the last of my free action and movement to basically position myself right behind Blue Ranger. So basically, the putty does not have a clear line to him.
I mean, he would still have to move up, but yeah.
Right. No, I know he'd have to move up, but now I'm in the spot that he'd have to move up to. I just step a little to the left and be like, you got to go through me before you get to him.
Okay, yeah, that's no problem. All right.
And that'll be my turn.
Well, it's now its turn.
Bring it on.
Defense. Defense.
All right. All right, ouch. What's this? All right, this is gonna be against both Scotty and Deacon at the same time. As this thing literally
Let's
just
go
comes
team, isn't
up,
it? I said,
as
let's
literally
go
it
team, isn't it?
has like these massive cinder block thick hands and comes slamming down as a shockwave comes trying to swing at both of y'all.
Okay.
As it's a wave of like putty goo, as it hits its hands, it just like a wave of goo comes rushing out at you both.
Ugh.
So I doubt this is going to hit Scotty because that's only an 11.
That misses.
What about you, Deacon?
Misses.
Woo!
Okay. All right. Then that's its turn. Then we go back to the top, which is wave of putty at both you and Red.
So Deacon sort of, again, morphing grid, battle senses are engaging. He will have sort of clocked that Scotty has managed to take out one of these guys pretty easily with Marcel's help. And he's going to say, okay, Scotty has my 6. I'm going for the pineapple octopus monstrosity again. So he is going to, off the leap that he kind of had to do to avoid the slime shockwave, he's going to go for another just crackdown hammer on the Pineoctopus with both hands.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, so better. 14?
Smash.
That is a miss.
No. Okay,
Damn.
but that's fine. I do have enough free actions to spend for another attack.
Let's go.
I have a question.
Yes.
So I have an ability called Heart of the Team where I can boost a teammate's where I can use a free action to apply an upshift to any roll to a teammate within 60 feet that can hear me.
Yes.
So could I like cheer him on to help him?
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, you most certainly do.
You're my boy, Blue. You
Let's
got
go.
this.
Let's go.
So
Okay,
he's pretty much giving you an upshift on your next attack dice.
so here's the thing. I rolled a 1, but
On the D20,
due to, yes, on the D20.
you do have
but-
a story point.
And I'm not going to need it because due to my tragic upbringing, I'm going to get to pull a
Oh.
Troy and re-roll a 1 for a scene. So
And
It's a
upshift.
cool upbringing,
Upshift
isn't it?
Well,
which
that one will
brings
not
us in.
be the upshifted dice. It'll be the attack roll that will get the upshift. The
Right,
upshift
yeah.
On
So
is the skill dice, not the D20.
right, no. So, but my D20 came up as a nat 1.
Okay. So you're
Came-
doing the
So-
reroll like what Troy did.
Yep.
Yes, exactly. So that rolled up to a 15 on that. And then since I am now upshifted and I have specialized, I'm rolling a D6, a D4, and a D2.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
19.
Yes.
I don't know if we'll hit.
Let's go.
Let's go. So hearing Marcel's just, you got this, Blue, you're my guy, that's just going to make him just be like masculine rage and energy and just like, I want to go to war. I want a lightsaber.
Alright, so that was just the regular hit of the hammer, the power weapon, though.
That was a two-handed hit. So if we're replacing the energy damage with fire damage, it should be 2 fire damage.
All right,
Let's go.
it is still up, but you did do quite a bit of chunk of damage on it.
So did it look as though I had actually? Hold on. I still haven't used my move action, which I can trade in for a standard action. Yeah. So attack number 3.
Let's go, Deacon. Let's go.
Oh, this one's not happening. That was a 3. So
Aw.
he got all his excitement out and just kind of whiffed.
He tried on the backswing. He just didn't have the strength to get that backswing going right.
Yeah. He
All
skipped
right.
the last day.
It's all in the hips.
All right. So with that, it is now its turn. All right. This is going to be an attack against Deacon. Ooh. Okay. Thankfully, it was not a confirmation on the nat 20.
I'm about to get Troyed.
But it was a 21 to hit your toughness.
Yep, that definitely hits my 16 toughness.
So you do take 1 point of damage against that.
Ah!
It's going to take a swing at Scotty. That'll be a 17, which I think misses.
On the armor or on toughness? Because armor it misses.
I'm sorry, armor. Sorry, armor.
Armor misses.
Okay. And then one more strike, and I'm going to go after blue. Okay, this dice really wants to kill you for some reason. Another nat 20. I got to see if I can confirm, though. That is a confirmation.
Oh no.
So 23, as you take 2 points of damage as it hits hard and low.
So Deacon takes this hit and he flies back and he falls down, and the blue armor suit around him just fades away, and there's this scrawny kid in blue jeans and Angel Grove University hoodie who's just sitting there, and he's hurt and he's writhing in pain. He's like, Sailor Moon, you got this. Take him out.
Mr. Blue, no!
So blue has been knocked to unmorphed unconscious status.
No!
Jeez.
Blue!
And I did roll it. It was like it was 2 20s in a row. But that's its turn. It is now pink.
All right, so
Yeah, you just saw one putty get sliced into sashimi by red, the blade of fire. You saw the Pineoctopus whip smack blue in the face until you fall down and back to unranger form.
from behind the pillar, I'm going to aim my geode bow to hit him.
The
Alrighty,
putty or the monster?
the monster,
Okay.
the Pineoctopus. And 15.
That's a miss.
No.
That is a miss by
Fine.
one. That's a miss by 1 point.
Damn it.
Well, that's just rude. That's just incredibly rude. But I'm not going to move, and thus I'm going to use
Get another attack.
my free action to hit him.
Well, if you can turn your move action into another attack, and then you still use your free actions to buy another attack as well.
Okay, is there another pillar I can duck behind?
It would use your move action at that point.
He's saying you get 2 more attacks if you don't want to move.
If you don't,
I'm
move,
not
you get 2
moving.
attacks. You move, you get 1 attack.
I'm not moving. Not moving so I can get those 2 attacks.
And have you used all of your personal powers and volleys and stuff?
I believe I used my volleys, but not my personal power. Or hold on.
I
Yeah,
was about to say, doesn't your personal power fuel
Yeah.
your volleys?
it does, and I've already used them.
Rabbits.
All right. So
That's not gonna hit either. That's a 14.
Uno mas. Uno mas. Uno mas.
Finally, something decent.
So I'm gonna remind everyone we do have story points if we want to ever power of friendship this.
I do have one more use of Heart of the Team as well, because it costs one of my speeches / clips. And alright.
And if
So I
I've
have one
mapped
more.
correctly, how we have, because I gave one nat 1, someone else gave another nat 1, so we should have 7 story points.
at
Correct?
the moment, yes,
Well, I got a 17, so it should be.
that hits.
Woo!
Now it's just damage, which could you please remind me on the
Did you use the volley or did you use regular shot?
just the regular shot?
So it's still doing the 1 point. So everything still does normally 1 point of damage unless you do like one of the special attacks that require a personal power or one of the skills from the class itself.
All right,
it
then.
will be one-
Smack.
So you doing the so that was your second shot missed and third shot hit.
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure we got the right order. All right, then it is on to black. Come on, Marcel, what you got?
Alright.
Well, as she's
So-
shooting, she says to leave my friends alone.
Classic
Seeing
range
as-
defensive.
Seeing as how he or the monster just knocked out my boy that I just hyped up, I'm gonna get some revenge for him. You
All right, so
bastard!
you have a putty that's right in front of your line of sight with the monster with the plant behind it.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna go for the putty. I'm gonna try and do another headshot. $18.
Let's go.
You said it's a miss?
That's a hit.
Oh, I was about to say
I was
no.
like, damn,
wow.
18. That ain't a
Scotty.
putty.
I'm like, no, that's a hit.
Ain't no buddy.
Ian said, "Let's
Ain't a
buff
buddy
that
I
armor
ever heard
class."
of.
Mhm.
All right.
First one
and
went down too
since-
easy.
Since
All right, so that was you said on the putty, so that's 1 point of damage on it.
and I'm gonna try to do the same thing again because I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna shoot it from a distance since we already got somebody.
Oh wait,
in
you
front.
said the first one was a call shot again or no?
Yeah, that was aiming for the head.
Okay, so that was a blinding event as well.
Yes.
So you said you wanted to shoot it again.
Yes, so I'm not gonna use my move.
You're just gonna do a regular shot on it.
Sorry.
Are you doing another call shot? Or are you trying to do just regular shot?
Regular shot.
Okay.
$20.
Let's go.
Nice. Roll me. Wait, nat 20 on the dice.
Yes.
Roll me one more time.
Let's go.
Okay.
Come on, Marcel. Uno mas, uno mas, uno mas.
It was a 1, but
Oh.
I have a tragic
That-
backstory. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Not on this one. This is not a. You are hurt from it. This is just see if you continued into a chain of damage.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
This is the crit. That was for the crit.
Gotcha. Okay.
I
Damn.
see, Deacon. You
So
look confused.
close. Ah,
So
So
one thing is
close.
if you roll, if you continuously roll nat 20s, like actually roll, you get an additional point of damage to add on and add on and add on and add on. But if you just
I
confirm
see.
the hit, it ends at wherever how many you actually confirmed the nat 20s total.
Gotcha.
All right, so that's another point on it. It's still up, but it looks like it is frayed and cracked all over. All right, then it goes to red. You are up. You have both a
Alrighty.
wrestler putty and the Pineoctopus in front of you.
Finish him.
I'm gonna go ahead and because I have edge on this attack, I'm gonna take a swing, two-hander at this putty. bad. 19.
That is a hit. Putty is gone.
Yes.
No charge this time, but it does get the fire damage straight through the clavicle down out the waist. Shing.
Nice.
All right. Was that your only? Or did you want to try to take the Pineoctopus, try to finish it off?
So I don't have enough to reach the Pineoctopus.
No, you were right next to it.
Am I within range?
Yeah, you were
Oh.
only you were right behind Deacon. Deacon was right next to it.
Absolutely gonna take a swing. I'll do that all day, every day, and why not? Let's throw a charge on it. Damn. That's an 11.
Story point. Story point. Story
Yeah,
point.
I'll use a story point.
All right.
Story point reroll. Nah, that's worse. 14.
That is a miss.
Damn. Ugh, I wanted the clown so bad.
All right.
Would've hit too.
At this point, we're Blue. You are knocked out. It's its turn. It's going to try to take a swipe at Scotty.
Bring it on.
That's going to miss with a 10,
Yep, that definitely missed.
Yes.
and then it's going to try again. This is going to be against your evasion this time, Scotty.
Okay. The evasion's not my strong suit.
This is going to be a 15.
Nope, that hit. That'll hit.
All right, so this time you all see as it seems to spray just a cloud of pollen as Red turns into a cardboard cutout of his once most
Shoot.
fearsome self.
No, Scotty.
Well,
All right,
I will have vengeance.
it is Pink's turn.
Scotty turning into Corbett. Avenge me!
I was not expecting the knockouts.
And then there were two.
Yep. Stevie.
I said to leave my friends alone.
What you
What's
doing?
up?
It's your turn.
It's your turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. I completely missed that.
Well, I didn't know if you were saying something because it sounded like I saw you look like you were talking, but it sounded like the mic was off.
Yeah, it was, but I completely missed that. Sorry. I'm gonna start firing shots at him.
Just the barrage of pink power shots.
It's just barrage of a bunch of what looks like pink rose quartz flying at him.
All right.
All right, roll number 1 is an 8.
That's total.
Yes.
Okay, that's a miss.
2 is a 17.
That's a hit.
And 3 is a 15.
That's a miss. Thankfully, though, with that shot, that second shot, it seems to hit the monster as it just seems to kind kind of cry out as like light seems to emanate from inside, and it just explodes into a powder of dust. But as the dust you see is different from the orange that was before, as it seems more like a purple mist seems to kind of just explode from it as it kind of washes over the cardboard fallen cutout of Red Ranger. You, Sky, you're now flat on your back on your side as you are now released from your cardboard prison.
But
And this fog just seems to like just rush out
Yay!
to cover over the city.
oh, that was so bad.
All right, and with that, we have finally finished our first monster of unfortunately spread out multi-part episode. But this is not the end of the episode yet, folks, because now we have to deal with the aftermath. Because at this point, we have a knocked out blue. We have red, black, and pink are still in form. Yellow is been yoinked off by the grid at the moment. And no one knows what happened to Troy as our Green Ranger as of yet.
So I'm gonna run over to Mr. Blue and just sort of, she doesn't know what to look for as far as like conscious other than like breathing.
This is
So,
so
like,
awful because this is my thing.
Wake him up. Hey, are you okay?
Just start shaking the unconscious knocked out
Just
person.
shaking him.
Where's the
I don't think you should do that.
Wait, does it work?
Doesn't do anything.
As far as the way the system works is when they're knocked out, they are fully knocked out. But you guys can do a teleport emergency recall back to the base to recall everyone.
All right. I'll get on the communicator and be like, Green, come in. Can you hear us?
Can I?
I was gonna
Higher
say,
low, Troy. Higher low.
Low.
You're lucky. You do kind of wake up a little bruised and sore, but you are able to wake back up. It looks like you defeated your putty in front of you. You just don't remember passing out and being kind of like slumped over the side of a barrel.
So,
Like when you're waking up, it's like you're kind of like laying up against like over like a knocked over barrel, but you don't remember being knocked out in that position. You remember hitting the clown as kind of your last conscious thought, but you are able to respond. You just feel like, but as you kind of respond, you just kind of reach up and feel like, rubbing it like a medallion that's on your neck that you, and feel like it's always been kind of there as you respond.
yeah. Yeah, everything's great.
all right. We defeated the clown, but we've got a new Blue Ranger, but they're injured. So we're gonna emergency back to the command center.
Okay. The putties are taken care of here.
Good job.
But yes,
I'll
at this
teleport.
point, you're able to
Yeah,
all
we'll do
contact back with Alpha because he is still doing what he can at the base. It seems like all the damage has been at this point again repaired. Yeah, just once he looks back, Alpha's just like, ay, 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 ay. Rangers, you were able to defeat him finally. With his destruction, everyone that was frozen have all been released from their cardboard prisons, as you may know. But it seems that a few people have not been returned as of yet. There seems to be maybe 6 or 7 people that have not been returned.
all right.
And as he's saying this, like he's kind of like waddling over, and it looks like kind of like a little hypo spray style injector comes up and taps it to Deacon's arm as kind of like a wake up. Like you just, you ever been woken up like with a slight bit of a hangover with like a strong amount of coffee in your face? It's kind of like that feeling, like just like that. Oh God, type of thing.
I am in fact awake now.
So he just kind of starts up and he's like, oh God, drag queens.
And you just see in front of you just like this red glowing eye just kind of slowly bouncing back and forth. Just good, you're awake now. And he just kind of gets back up and just kind of does his little alpha shuffle back over toward one of the consoles, starts tapping away. As it seems that everyone that was not anyone that was depowered at this point stays depowered. Scotty, Marcel, and Stevie all have their suits power down from their Ranger form, as you're now able to kind of heal up and lick whatever wounds you had at this point. As you start seeing the view screen popping up as Alpha starts typing away, news broadcasts are popping up. It seems like Alpha is tapping into the local network and everything else of different news reporters, different journalists, anyone with a cell phone, anyone with a digital device. You start seeing arcs of energy that you kind of remember seeing as every time you pulled out your weapons or every time you started blowing any of the putties up. You start seeing references to the people in charge being very much confused of seeing random monsters terrorizing the town and people in some very colorful pajamas attacking them back. But the one thing you do all seem to notice is that the governor of California, which is the state that everyone's in currently, comes up
Is
and
it
on.
Arnold
And
Schwarzenegger?
I was gonna say, is it the governor?
Yeah,
Please let it be the governor.
Governor.
It's Stallone because we're in a different multiverse.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, yo,
Wow.
so I saw
I
these
understand
kids
that
with
everything's
guys.
going badly. This season, just rubbing on a ring, like a thick skull-looking ring on his hand, as like he's talking in front of a live audience. But I have declared a state of national emergency until we get a hold of everything. But yeah, we're gonna get through this, folks. Yeah, we're gonna get through this. As you see different listings, different things showing damages. At least it seems like part of the power grid of not the grid you're used to, but the energy grid of the city seems to be slightly out of phase. It's like there are random bits of brownout going on, as it seems the damage wasn't just local to Angel Grove. It seemed that there were other attacks in other states too.
Jeez. Seems
But
like
it seemed
those
like the
monsters are everywhere.
So
So seeing that there have been other attacks and with how Deacon came to this place, and with the morphin grid having had time to download more information into his mind, the harness that he was described as having been wearing, A, is that still there? B, does Deacon now know the purpose of it?
at this point, again, if you do try to re-engage the suit itself, one thing you do notice that you do have a new backpack you weren't wearing before on. Again, it's definitely now shaded and very in blue, but it seems to have kind of a hiker style backpack that has the multi pockets, the type you would go out camping / hiking with that seems to have like some pouches and whatnot by you.
Here, nobody else has this. This is just Deacon.
It just Deacon. But Scotty seems to have a new wristband around his so the wrist that you guys would have the communicators on, this is on the opposite wrist. So normally everyone's going to have on the communicator on the left. Scotty seems to have like a kind of like a what's the best way to describe this? Kind of like a Native American-esque style, like a medicine bracelet on his right wrist. Marcel seems to have a necklace as well, kind of like a pendant style necklace as well. Stevie seems to have like a new hairband that seems to kind of like seems something. Everyone seems to have something a little bit different. So, but it's like something feels like it's connected to both the grid and you at the same time. So, Sky seems to have like kind of like a medicine pouch, like a medicine man's, like a shaman's pouch, kind of hanging off on his right wrist. Deacon seems to have a backpack that you haven't had a chance to go through it yet, but you do seem to have something. There's some weight in it you can already feel. Marcel feels like it's like if you hold on to it, like kind of focus it as you're trying to be artistic and whatnot, you feel like you'll have like a surge of new ideas and new information. Stevie just seems to have like that. It seems like kind of give it a little bit more clarity, a little bit more peace and calm, if not just a little bit more focus. And Troy seems to have that pendant. It just seems to kind of give you like a little bit of an energy boost, like as you're kind of rubbing onto it a little bit, just you kind of feel like a charge, not like kind of like somewhat similar to like the grid's charge, but not quite. It just feels like something that may give you something like a boost outside of being a ranger.
Okay.
So now Deacon is processing. He is in a strange place amongst strangers, and he has no clue what has just happened. Guys, where am I?
All right. Well, do you want the long answer or the short answer?
I'll accept any answer at this point.
That's fair. Okay, so did you ever watch the show, like the kids show, Power Rangers back in the day?
The what?
Power Rangers, the show. Did you ever watch it?
That's a show?
Oh my god.
All right, it's fine.
Kind of like Sailor Scouts.
Okay, Sailor Moon, I have that.
They're Sailor
Wait, you're
Moon
an
with
anime
dinosaurs.
Saint Seiya?
Yeah. Yes, exactly like that.
Okay.
We have battle armor that's connected to an animal. Yours is a Triceratops. I am the Mastodon.
T-Rex.
He's a
Oh,
Dragon.
Wait, that's not an animal.
I assure you it is. I assure you it is, good sir.
it's totally an animal.
absolutely dragons existed.
Come on now.
So,
Granted, I
mean-
just got knocked out by a pineapple octopus, so I guess I have to accept the dragons are real.
yeah, kind of.
There you go.
Yeah.
See,
basically.
you're getting it. Okay, so now we are in basically the home base, the command center. We are
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
that guy in the
lookout
floating
tower.
tube?
We're at the lookout tower for the Z fighters. Oh, tell me this man doesn't watch Dragon Ball. Marcel, please.
You know of Dragon Ball, yes?
I mean, I heard of it.
As that is stated, though,
Talk-
everyone give me an alertness check.
Okay.
Ooh, my first roll of the night.
Is this considered a new scene?
Yes.
So then I will be re-rolling that one.
Solid 18.
9.
9.
And 8.
17.
All right. Anyone that is under 10 does not know where this comes from, but both Troy and Scotty both see as the main center pillar, which is Zordon's tube, seems to oscillate and spark as a energy field rises up around it and then goes completely opaque black.
What the?
And alarms start going off as you two notice the direction that this came from. But Deacon, Marcel, and Steve, what was yours again?
I
9.
got it.
Yeah, so
8.
yeah, the three of you don't know which direction this came from. As alarms start going off, and
Deacon's looking around. Are
Alpha-
we under attack again?
Oh no. Alpha just seems to be kind of freaking out, but he is able to quickly silence the alarms as he turns around back to you all. Rangers, I must ask you to return at a later time. Right now, the command center is underneath incredible strain for some reason, and it is affecting Zordon's ability to heal. I'm going to return you back. If you need ever to the power of the grid ever again, we are always going to be around. If you need to, hold out your hands.
Scotty will put his hand up. Wait, are you telling me after all of this excitement and all these fighting and all these monsters, I could go back to class?
I forgot all about that.
One of the tenets of being a ranger, you must not let anyone know you are a ranger. You are not meant to take into the fame. You are meant to protect those that cannot defend themselves. You must only use this power for the good of the world, not for personal gain.
Well, that's fair.
Okay, so exactly like Sailor Scouts.
Yeah, so no personal gain. No telling anyone what we can do, what we are. There's always a
As you
third
all-
rule. What's the third rule?
The hand that you each grip the crystal with. So, Deacon, in your case, it would have been whichever hand is your dominant hand. You would
Left hand.
feel a warm heat kind of be on your palm, kind of rise up in the shape of the pattern of the coin you would have normally have had, but then it all recedes back into like a soft fade. So you each have, so Scotty would have the T-Rex head, Deacon would have the trike, Marcel would have the mastodon, Stevie would have the pterodactyl, and Troy would have the Dragonzord. Be as kind of like a, not a, think about it as bright as a henna tattoo on the palm of your right hand, or palm of your primary hands.
Oh, man, Mom's gonna kill me if she finds out I got a tattoo.
You're in college. Be open to new experiences.
But again,
That's
it's almost
one of
simple, but
these.
you can still kind of see it there, but it's not obvious unless someone, like, you know, pulls your hand out and looks like over, like with like a doctor's precision, like looking for like defects and stuff. But you definitely feel the connection to the grid through your palms.
Crazy.
As Alpha looks around you, he nods his head. You may contact us or come back when you need for training or if you need a place. But for now, with the amount of chaos going on, and he points back up to the wraparound, the three-dimensional viewing that's gone up, you still see reporters, journalists, and everything else going on about how so many people are still missing, or people that are being rushed to hospitals not knowing. And as he turns around, hits the keyboard, hits a key on the dashboard, Alpha looks to you and says, "We will meet when we are needed." And you just feel the energy as you're transported all back to the campus, that seems moderately kind of deserted at the moment. Like the parking lot, there's next to no vehicles. It seems like at this point, it feels like it looks like it's about close to sundown at this point. After everything that's been kind of going on, but anyone that has their there's one thing I did kind of forget to go over with everyone is the economic level you guys each have. So one thing I forgot to talk about. But I am guessing everyone will at least have some sort of cell phone or some sort of mobile device.
Oh yeah.
Unless you all do get a notification on your guys' whatever devices you have, saying that with the chaos that happened today, one second. That tomorrow to come back in to check for the schedules, because there's now going to be a slight change with everything else that's going on, especially with this state of emergency being called.
Cool. So.
Aww.
So at this point, you guys would be up to at least in the with the decent level of the college itself, at least the middle class to affluent level of the financial level. So you're about, if you're ever trying to buy something, or if you're trying to see if you can afford any type of gadgets or tech or mundane things, you would roll a d20 plus this to see if it reaches that level of restricted level or the DC of the item, you're able to buy it outright. So everyone's, like I said, everyone's at least at the middle class. So I'm going to make everyone have a 14 wealth bonus. So if you ever are needing to see if you can afford something, you'd roll a d20 plus the 14 to see if you are able to afford the item at that time. You may roll low, so maybe, hey, this week I had to pay some bills, or this week I had to help, had to pay for, saving up for that next big trip, or, had to pay for a class or something. So that's something for you guys to have on your character sheets at this point. It's the one thing I forgot to go over. It's not something that's heavily there.
Okay.
But again, at this point, you're able to go back to your guys' each of your homes, kind of decompress, because these last 12 hours have been quite insane with your new all your new identities and new responsibilities, as far as you can tell. So I need each one of you to roll me a d20 as the next day rolls around.
14.
Wow.
2 for Scotty.
19.
19 for Marcel. 1.
12.
What about you, Deacon?
19.
All right. So,
I got all
Troy.
8 a.m. classes.
Unfortunately, anyone that got below a 10 has 2 events happen.
Oh no.
Why?
Anyone
Don't
that
forget
had
to set your alarms.
no, anyone that had under a 10 has extreme nightmares in the middle of the night. You all wake up with 1 level of exhaustion, meaning you're all at a downshift on any check for the next day or 2.
Ooh,
Eesh.
ooh, that's big.
That's
That's big.
Well, that's
The Troy, you're able to kind of get away with it without having too much, but you do have. Give me high or low. What are you gonna call high or low?
Low.
All right. You feel you had a dream of some sort. You're not sure exactly what it was though, but it wasn't a bad dream. Whereas Marcel, you had just, you don't remember what you dreamed of specifically. You just remember that you wake up energized and have anything that has to do with any type of artistic expression is now on the upshift dice for you.
I feel amazing.
Yeah, like you wake up like you have like the
Waking
best like
bake yet.
ideas, like everything just like is just popping. Everyone else just seems to have had nightmares, just like mental fatiguing nightmares.
Oh, pineapples.
Stevie, before she leaves her dorm for the day, she has like a few bracelets on each hand, and they are of she specifically, because she has like a nice collection of crystal jewelry. And she's like, I need this one to ward off like the negative energy. This one is going to protect me. This one to give me a clear mind.
You're just
So is
stocking
that-
up on everything you can.
So Deacon got a 19 on that roll. He is unaffected by the nightmares.
Yes.
Wonderful. I imagine Deacon got home and he got in his dorm and he pulled out his laptop and just spent far too long trying to find the Power Rangers wiki and figure out what the heck everyone is talking about.
Nice.
High or low, real quick.
High.
Unfortunately, with that, you get sucked into the darker side of a few things, and you end up getting sucked into like the dark web style of Power Rangers wiki, looking at all the dark, evil things that happened in the series.
Question. Since
I thought it
I
was gonna be
have
Rule 34.
specialization in technology computer, can I avoid that?
Give me another roll. He went down to the dark web.
First
Down the Ranger dark web.
dice.
You found-
That's a
found-
4.
Found Power Ranger creepypasta.
4?
Yeah.
Yeah, you stayed up all night. You didn't really get that much sleep at all, Deacon. That's the reason why you just went into like the terror. You just went into the terror that flaps in the night. You were on the other side of looping into the conspiracies of the Power Rangers memorabilia wiki.
So Deacon just goes to the cafe or whatever the next morning, circles under his eyes. He just looks absolutely traumatized and just like,
Yeah,
so much Rule 34.
pretty much.
I knew it. I knew it.
Stevie needs to find a tree to climb.
But I will say as much, because you guys were able to finally survive and went through all that madness, you guys get a level up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yay!
Great.
So this actually, I actually need to talk to you guys. Maybe we'll want to save this for off screen, but when I level up to level 2, I get grid tech, which could have some implications for the whole team. So
Cool.
the
Okay.
one option is just solely benefits me, and then I have 3 other options that benefit everyone.
I dig it.
And I would like to discuss those with you guys. We can handle that later,
Yeah, we can
unless
off,
we need to handle it
we can
now.
off screen those.
Okay.
Yeah, we can off screen the level up. I'm just saying, with everything with all those fights, yes, you guys get the level up because enough of the build up. I feel like that is at least was worth it with that final fight.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say
I know-
since
I know being level 1 is always just a nightmare, but now you guys kind of have an idea of what to expect, and now you have a little bit more knowledge and power to go through.
I'm gonna say with Troy avoiding the nightmares and just having a dream, but he can't really place it together. I'm gonna say that he gets up early and gets a quick workout in. Like he's gonna work with his Wing Chun wooden dummy.
It's like the dream you had like made you like want to get into like a certain mood.
Yeah.
Again, you said Troy is one of those type that wants to be the car mechanic.
Yes.
You feel excited and inspired. Give me a. When did I do that? Okay, give me a check, because one of the things that you do is you do rush out to go work on your car.
Okay.
So give me a technology check for your kit car.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a total of 15.
All right, with that, with just how inspired you were, with how the dream just made you feel and everything else, you're able to take off a couple months worth of mechanics work, as it seems like you just kind of inspired going from like that kind of rust bucket, old gunky engine.
Mm-hmm.
It's now a 10-cylinder.
Upgrade.
Yeah, he was inspired enough to actually upgrade the motor from the clunky backfiring to where it sounds like if no one saw the car would think a muscle machine just drove up.
Nice. Okay,
It still looked the way it did before, but it has like a different thrum feel to it.
Yeah. Kitty purrs now. Yeah, I got you. So I'm gonna say he burnt like a couple hours on that, and in typical Troy fashion, spent all morning doing that, and then realized, oh, I've got class. So
here's the one quick thing.
Yeah.
Scotty wanted to be what was your major going to be?
For Scotty or for everyone?
For Scotty, I'm just going in order.
Scotty is studying criminal justice.
All right, Deacon.
Biology pre-med.
Marcel.
Animation.
Stevie.
Major geology, minor sculpting.
And Troy.
He was undecided, but he knows it's going to be like an associated like science.
Okay, so
Nice.
Possibly mechanical.
So maybe mechanical engineering at least to start off with.
Yeah, but he's undecided.
All right, so with your guys' schedules, because I will be kind of doing this just to be a little bit more mean. The animation, the geology, and the mechanical engineering are at night, whereas the my brain just stopped. It just keeps wanting to put lawyer in the place for
criminal justice.
Criminal justice and Deacon, what was yours one more time?
Biology pre-med.
Yours are the two that are in the morning. So you two are probably the two that are both lack of sleep running to your first days of class.
Scotty is waking up. He stayed the night at his parents' house, which isn't too far from the campus. In his old room, it is a mess. He woke up like basically hanging off the side of it, just like I'm awake.
Burning after an eve with a cereal bar in his hand from his lips.
Yeah, he's literally walking to the kitchen, grabs eggs, puts it in a bowl, and then before he picks the bowl up like he's gonna eat cereal, and he's like, "Oh no, eggs!" and throws them on a skillet to make the just most pitiful scrambled eggs you've ever seen. Like, why was the clown a pineapple? oh crap, I'm gonna be late. And he runs, grabs his Letterman jacket that he actually hung up after the fight, and takes off for class.
Yep. What about you, good Deacon?
Deacon, pulling himself out of the dark web, absolute awful Power Rangers smut. He rubs the sleep out of his eyes, looks over at the clock and says, "Oh God, I can't be late on the first day." Grabs his bag, he pulls on his AGU hoodie and is just dashing and like has the toast in his mouth and everything.
Why am I just thinking in my head? You're just remembering all the bad Ranger, all the bad Ranger stuff.
Yes.
Like you're thinking of not even like actual Ranger information. You're just thinking of bad Sentai knockoffs that weren't even a Ranger associated. That's what you think your knowledge base is going to be.
You're never going to be able to look at us the same.
Like, and this was a children's show?
But no, again, so you both are able to go halfway through part of your days. About lunchtime, you both kind of end up being on the similar schedules enough where your classes both let off roughly about the same time. Pretty much the first day's introduction was that, get introduced to your professors, trying to get used to the schedule, the kind of the syllabus, like, the actual nitty gritty of what you need to get for your classes. So about lunchtime, you both are kind of free, kind of around the quad, when you hear some sniggering. Kind of like, as apparently, like, either you're not sure if they are just trying to be subtle about it or not, or they're just bad at being subtle altogether. But you see a trio of just like dumb guys just kind of looking at their phone, laughing, pointing, when all of a sudden one pulls up a tablet, makes a couple of swiping motions, and all the TV screens that are kind of like in the cafeteria, like this open food court style area, and it's just highlights of Red getting beaten, like all the like worst parts of the fight you guys had the last day or so, of just all the worst things, with just like bad memes, everything thrown up, going, "Hey, look, we got some kiddos that want to be big boys and girls."
This actually poses a problem, because Deacon, if this is on film, Deacon was demorphed.
Oh no,
it's mostly out in this video.
The only part you were unmorphed was inside the
in the parking garage. Okay,
it's just more like all the other fights. So
it's all the ones out in the open.
Of like someone saw like you try to jump up and scramble up the side of the parking lot, looking like it's like along the side it just says, "Look, water bug."
Fair.
And then like the part where both Marcel and Stevie were trying to jump up, and they were just dogpiled by balloon dogs. Just look, the pound puppies got out.
Someone puts the Mario
Deacon just
sound
kind of
to
cringes.
Someone puts the Mario sound to Scotty jumping up. Boom.
Yeah, I just like see. Like, it looks like these three like just like are kind of like the class clowns, but it just seems like. And then like the very end of it just says like has like a little video of some very poor Halloween mask style Ranger helmets, like something you would get like from the dollar store type of thing, just hacker style, going, "Look, we got some of our new kiddos trying to want to be grown-ups. Let's go see if we can catch them on, Candy Camera next time, folks." And it just cuts.
Deacon's face is just the color of Scotty's shirt.
Scotty will sit down in front of Deacon, not saying a word. He's still exhausted, just What's up?
Rough night.
Kinda.
Same.
Nice. So,
Scotty, high or low for me?
not.
We'll go high.
You were lucky. You were so lucky on that. You just hear the three laughing again as you hear someone fall and clatter, and just the smell of pineapples just kind of fills your nose for a few moments.
Well, I'm gonna ignore that as best I can. So, I don't think we actually met yesterday. I'm Scotty.
I'm Deacon. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Officially.
you. Yeah.
In actual clothes.
Yeah. It's nice to meet you when we're not in immediate danger.
Yeah.
So, so why Angel Grove you?
It's where my brother went.
Oh, your legacy too?
Well, I Oh, your legacy?
Yeah.
Okay. He changes the subject.
Yeah, my dad was Steve Peterson. He played for the football team.
Oh, is that the statue?
Yes, it's the statue. Yeah. Yeah, it's the statue.
Wow. Well, he's a big deal.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I get it.
Anyway, so what are you studying?
I want to be a doctor someday.
Oh.
Help people. Not like we've apparently been called to help people, but help people.
Right. Ironic enough, studying criminal justice. I'm gonna become a cop and hopefully make detective. And just like you, try to help some people. Well, just like you and just like Dad, try to help people.
Oh, your dad's a cop too?
Yep. He is, want to say, major crimes.
Wow, so he's probably all over all of this from yesterday.
Oh, I haven't even talked to him. He wasn't even home when I got there.
Yeah, unfortunately, Scotty's dad was on call during most of that, trying to reconnect and double check on the missing people, and then also all the inundation of just hurt people checking into the local hospitals and the clinics.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, he was very busy. But
What's his name? Maybe I can try to see if some of my contacts at the hospital have seen him.
Detective Stephen Peters. He's not hard to miss, or he's not. It's very hard to miss him. He's like 6'4". He's still jacked. He just doesn't have red hair anymore. Now it's gray, probably because of me. But
Deacon kind of nodding along, and he's texting one of his contacts at Angel Grove General, where he volunteers.
He'll never admit that out loud, but I know it's because I was a handful as a kid. I had a lot more energy than my dad expected.
That's funny. People used to say the same thing about Connor.
So,
Scotty, what is your speed's armor class without being a ranger?
so my speed's a 3, so my evasion's a 13.
No, not the evasion, the armor, like the.
Oh. So my armor without being morphed is 17.
All right. Thankfully, you have enough presence for yourself. You're able to duck as pretty much a couple of foam darts sail past your head, land in your food bowl, as you just hear the three pranksters giggling again in the background.
Damn it. He'll pick up the foam darts. And at this point, Deacon will see that Scotty has twice the amount of food that Deacon has on his tray.
Probably 3 times.
Yeah. At a minimum 2 more times. At a minimum double. I'm trying out for the football team. So got to keep the calorie
You're
count
not
up.
on it already?
Well, listen, all right. I don't like to brag about it. Dad loves to talk about it. I got a partial scholarship here. So, I don't know if I'm starting, but at least I'm on the team. Also, you knuckleheads keep your darts out of my protein. And he just like passively throws them back. Now, don't mind me.
But yeah.
As
So Deacon, while he's kind of clocking the knuckleheads, he's still on his phone, and it looks like he's still texting, but he's actually trying to find their social media profiles.
All right, are you actually trying to do that?
Yes.
Give me a roll check real quick.
Computer?
Yes.
Get these guys
are you
canceled.
are you trying to? Yeah, if you're trying to do the computer, if you're trying to use it to try to see
technology.
what they're connected to, yes.
Okay. I think I have stuff for this.
Yeah. While Deacon's doing that, he just hears Scotty start inhaling food, just like a caveman.
Nothing really relevant. Okay.
What'd you get?
Hold on. I have stuff to add to it because I'm specialized in there. Right, so it's an 8.
Yeah. Just more of your searches just from last night just pop up on your screen again.
Oh god, this gets him PTSD. He almost throws his phone at Scotty's food.
It's like, no!
Not the potatoes, not the potatoes.
Sorry.
But yeah, so at this point, so you guys are able to at least get through the lunch period and then get back to your guys' classes. Again, you both have the same style watch because, again, the communicators change and adapt to their environment. So it looks like a decent G-Shock watch on each one of your wrists.
Nice.
Just the only way they tell the colors, though, is that it's the face screen that actually is what the color range is.
Cool.
So where you unconsciously kind of want to tend to wear more red or blue or whatever color you are, the screens on the face of the watch themselves are actually your full color. But they are a little bit of a smartwatch because as you kind of have a chance to actually mess with it now, you kind of see that, it has, seems to connect to a weather app. It seems to connect to calendar, simple things like the smartwatches would do. But as the rest of your day goes on, both of y'all give me a D20 roll real quick.
10.
9.
All right, with the 10, Deacon doesn't seem to have much more issues. There really isn't anything major that comes up for his classes or no major requirements. Scotty, on the other hand, is having one more PTSD moment.
Is this considered a group check?
Hmm?
Is this considered a group check?
No, these were just like event checks for you two because you're the first two to have the class in the morning. The next three are going to happen after this.
Gotcha.
So Scotty, unfortunately, is having a little bit more PTSD because, unfortunately, as he is running late to his first practice meet with the rest of the athletes, you run into someone that smells like they're drenched or used pineapple as a major component of their cleaning daily routine.
Why? Marcel's like on the other side of the university. He goes, "Why pineapples?"
So that Scotty, give me one athletics check.
Unless I roll like that, that's a 7.
Seven total.
Yep, 7 total.
All right. So again, no, just kind of like as your premonition was a little bit right. You're not starting line. Kind of on the edge between second. The chances of being a quarterback.
Oh, Scotty's a linebacker. He's going for defense.
Yeah. But yeah, so you pretty much you're like on the edge of the second and third string crew.
Okay. I gotta do better. I should probably go to sleep at human time.
Again, this is just kind of like the opening, like the pre-training type of like where's everyone kind of shaking down at.
First day of practice.
Just first day, just opening jitters type of thing. That's where you got. Unfortunately, that's where you got placed because of the pineapple.
Pineapples.
Deacon probably would have tried to see if there was an esports club.
All right, that would be a culture check.
Culture. All right, he is not. Oh, well, he is a bit of a man of culture. Okay.
A man of culture.
17.
All right, with that, you are able to find quite a few different ones. There's one or two that are shooters. There's one that's a fighting style one, and there's a couple that are, League of Legends-esque style that you could possibly join up with that are looking for new members.
So he knows that shooters are basically the football team of esports, so he will go for the shooters.
Man's not wrong.
All right.
That maths.
Right.
Deacon, high or low?
Oh, no. Hi.
Oh.
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 As you make your way to where the club has kind of set themselves up in one of the computer labs that have been claimed by any of the college professors yet, you hear three very familiar voices.
Oh no!
As all you hear is "Headshot, soak it, noob!" through the door.
So this is the only
dying corner.
Deacon hears this and just immediately just dies inside. And he's trying to remember, is this the only shooter style E-Club, or is there another?
There is. So there were, like I said, there was 2 shooter clubs that were listed on the campus that are looking for an opening space.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
There was 2 League of Legends style ones, 2 MOBA style, I should say, and there was one like just kind of MMORPG style one.
Okay, so he will be, if that is one, he will be going away from that because he does not want that energy.
But after that, the rest of your day goes fairly well. You're able to join up. They seem like decent enough. There's only about three other members. The other E Club seems to have about 18. So
Underdogs, let's go.
Yeah, you're kind of going with the underdog team, at least between the two. But after that, you have mostly like a free schedule. Your classes are mostly, both yours and Sky's are both in the morning. Sky's is doing the afternoon kind of afternoon style traveling,
Let's see.
kind of athletic stuff. From that point, we're gonna switch over to Marcel, Stevie, and Troy for their night one of their classes. So, yeah, Deacon, you already have some villains already for you on the campus.
I have some what?
All right, so
You have a Vulcan skull, basically.
Oh, yeah.
But Marcel, Stevie, and Troy. Again, Marcel, you said you were going for the art style class. Are you going for like the sequential art style, or more of the modern? Like, are you going for painting, or are you going for
Animation.
Okay, so straight up animation. All right, Stevie, you said you were going for what was it again?
Geology.
Geology. Okay, so the geology class would be fairly easy to get into. There's not a huge amount of people, especially because the professor's kind of a night owl. Again, the reason why you have a night course. But because of that, you have a little bit more of a budget because there's not that many actually showed up. There's about maybe 7 other students with you included. They're actually taking the night course.
I would like to find the sleepiest looking person in that classroom and sit next to them.
As you kind of do sit down, it's kind of like much heavier dude, hoodie, just kind of like the shy type, but just really big, probably about maybe a little bit taller than Jay is real life. Just much heavier set, and just kind of softly, looks like he's kind of like drawing little patterns on his sheet, like you look like he's ready to take notes or whatnot, or like at least write down any like requirements for the class. But something does kind of seem to kind of catch your eye though, as you see several renditions of the lightning bolt you're kind of recognizing from the command center itself, and also from the old shows.
So I'm going to inquire about, hey, what you got there?
He just kind of like shakes a little bit because he didn't really quite notice you sitting down next to him. He kind of blushes, looking over at Stevie. It just nothing. He seems kind of cover over most of the. It looks like it was kind of like notes, but it looked like there was a lot of like little doodles and whatnot. But again, like the last thing that is covered up is the old MMPR's lightning bolt, which is at the bottom of the page.
So as the class goes on, I'm gonna periodically keep looking at the paper to see if anything changes, what new doodles are there.
Give me an alertness check real quick.
Alrighty. Oof. Okay, and then oh geez. Okay. That is a nat 20 for a total of 22.
All right, so as the 3-hour class kind of goes on, between paying attention to what little notes you need to take, recording that information, like what type of courses you're going to be expected to do, what type of projects you're going to be expected to be going on throughout the year, you notice your desk partner has actually been writing out a Rangers fanfic.
What kind?
The appropriate kind.
Is this a fan fiction?
Don't let
The
Deacon see
appropriate kind.
Mostly it seems about, from what Lilier will tell, it's talking about a color that's not one of the normal color rangers. Not red, not green, not black, pink, or blue.
Ooh.
No, this seems to be talking about orange. And just seems like, and that's like all we're able to get before, everything's kind of packing up and everyone's starting to head out the door for that.
In classic Stevie fashion, she didn't pay a lick of attention in class.
Just looking at all the other students and just look. Ooh, there's a geode on the professor's desk, along with a fairly amethyst style quartz crystal on the desktop. Just kind of like framing like where between where the professor was setting their stuff up at.
Yes, wondering why is he handling certain minerals with his bare hands? Like, he really shouldn't be doing that. Anyway, back to this.
As on going to Marcel, give me a would you high or low, good sir?
Well, since it is me, let's go high.
All right, you were actually lucky on that one.
All right.
So, as far as the most of your when you actually get to the class, it is definitely a kind of like a computer style lab. So it's one of the ones that was actually claimed for the arts departments. So
Sweet.
again, this is doing digital animation. So instead of doing hand drawn, it's more computer hand drawn on that way. You are able to get in a class that seems to be fairly small. There's only about 8 people in total, with you included. It seems to be fairly hands-on with the professor if needed. She seems really nice. Definitely something that you both want to pay attention to and also listen to, because the way she talks about things makes it even easier, especially for how much you enjoy drawing yourself. Give me a did you have any points in culture, or what was it that you had points in for smarts?
I have 1 point in culture and 1 point in survival.
All right, so
and 1 in alertness.
All right, give me a culture check and up shit on the dice.
Okay.
So instead of a D2, you have a D4.
Is this in addition? Okay, yeah.
All right, that's a 10 on the 20. And a 1 on the 4.
So an 11? Okay, so you don't do the worst. She does seem to kind of hang around about you a little bit more. As each thing she brings up, it seems to kind of inspire you a little bit more. High or low once more.
I'll go low this time.
Okay, apparently you're in sync with my dice, so you do get inspired. Give me the same culture roll at advantage now. So you still have the D4 from the everything, but yeah, you just have a roll the D20 twice.
Okay. First one is a 1. So since it's a 1, can't I re-roll because of the?
Well, you have the advantage on rolling the D20 in the first place. So if you roll a 1 again, you can.
Okay, gotcha. All right, second roll.
2 nat 1s in a row would be crazy.
Second roll is a 13.
All right, so what about the culture?
Oh, right.
So it should be a D4 at the moment.
Okay. Another 1, so 14.
All right, so with that, you're actually able to at least get a kind of like a storyboard design a little bit faster than everyone else. Everyone else still seems to be kind of more focused on the details already. You're actually able to put up at least a small little storyboard already. What would it be about?
How long is the animation?
The class is about again, it's about 3 to 4 hour class, especially because it's
No. Like my project. I'm wondering how long the project has to be.
Well, this is just kind of like the opening night. This is kind of like leading into the project. The first animation that's asked is you have 6 weeks.
Okay. All right. So I'm probably gonna try and do something simple. I'm thinking. Maybe like a fight scene, probably. Maybe no, something simpler. Oh my god, I'm supposed to be full of so much inspiration. It's like
Again, if you want to, you could have also set up where you had anything from any of the fight you experienced yesterday.
oh yeah, that's true.
Because again,
Alright.
everyone's all kind of excited about the Ranger, so doing something like that would not be totally unforeseen, considering half the fight was at least somewhat reported from multiple different sources.
Okay. I'm gonna animate my boy Blue slamming his hammer down on the pineapple. But I'm not gonna make it him. I'm gonna like alter him. I'm gonna make it more cartoonish. Less actiony, more cartoony. So like instead of the pineapple exploding, it's just gonna go like splat, like flat. So I'm trying not to, make it seem like I know too much.
Yeah, just kind of assuming.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, you are able to pull a bit more information than anyone else, so you're actually able to. You were just kind of inspired, like the fight kind of really made you want to draw. I mean, just kind of the idea just kind of drew from your hand just onto the screen. All right, on to Troy real quick. You, good sir, are able to get up into the mechanics workshop fairly easy. Seems about maybe 7 or 8 other people, about 2 girls, about 5 other guys.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone seems to have like a project car already. Some just seem to be coming into work, understand welding or the actual engine work itself. You're one of only 3 people that actually has a kit car being brought in. Do you have you have technology, don't you?
I do.
All right, give me a technology check.
Sure.
Tech check.
$14 total.
What was that?
14.
14?
Yep.
All right. With that, with what you were able to do much earlier in the day, you feel like you're already a little bit of a head start, because one of the things for being the class you've taken was to submit a project, which in your case, you submitted your project car. But you notice that of the other 2 cars that were also submitted, one almost seems to be kind of mirroring, at least, if not like the body shape of your car, has almost the same type of motor that you modified yours to just that morning. It has the same type of thrumming roar to it.
Okay. You said it's somebody else's in the class? Do I know them?
If you want, go up and actually talk to them. Yes, you can. Is that what you're wanting to do?
Yeah, sure. I'll engage.
All right. Pretty much, as you walk up, hoods up, working. How are you going to try to get their attention? Because it seems like they're like half like bent over the side of the hood, like on proper style, mechanics mat, digging into the motor itself. But it seems like they have like more like a what is it? I can't remember the model. It's the the same type of model they used for Christine.
Oh, yeah. That would be like a Fury?
Yeah, I can remember
like
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 56, 57 Fury or something.
But it seems like
Yeah.
has no paint to it yet. It just seems like it's kind of like a metal work. It doesn't even have the primer on yet. It just seems like they were more focused on the motor at the moment.
Okay.
But it definitely you can definitely see that framework of that model in this already. But as you kind of walk up, they kind of goose the engine as it just gives like this deep, throaty rumble that you just feel down your core. That give me a smarts roll. Just give me a d20 and add it to your smarts check, to your smarts essence.
All right. Okay, I'm going to re-roll that one.
Everyone's just smiling. It's like, yes, re-roll.
I have to take the next number. So that's a total of 5.
Oof.
Well, you can try to use a story point.
For this?
You can if you. It's still something that's there.
Yeah. I have another thing I want to do, so I'm
Alright.
not gonna use it here. Yeah. It's okay. Troy's had a rough day or two. It's fine.
All right. So you can't quite place why, but it feels achingly familiar with how that rumble just seems to sit in your chest.
Mm-hmm.
As as that rev comes back down into like just kind of like this deep, throaty purr of a heavy mounted motor.
Mm-hmm.
What leans back is hair's up, tight little ponytail, this 5'2", nothing of a little Hispanic looking little girl, overalls, shirts rolled up real tight to the shoulders, and she just kind of looks up and just goes, "What?" As she's like looking up at you.
Just sounded familiar is all. How long have you been working on it?
It's something my uncle decided that I need to work on as a project. As what you can actually see into the motor itself looks like not just a 10, but it's a unheard of custom built 12 cam shaft. This thing is a beast of a project from what you can see, because most cars either come in 4, 6, 8. 10 is very rare, but 12 is custom built. As this thing just seems to
also
give
those
you
old
a
school
feeling
cars
of-
like that wouldn't have room under the hood for most of those.
Well, this thing definitely has been modified because the way the motor is sitting.
Yeah, that just common sense. That's a lot of metal work to what.
That's why I'm saying, like,
She's
it
done
feels
her
like
own welding to make room for that thing. That's just what common sense tells me.
Oh
Or
yeah,
it's
like
just a
looking into it,
4-cylinder
this
and a
thing is
6-cylinder side by side.
This thing's like shoehorned in, like there's barely any space. But with how small she is, her hands just fit right into the gaps that are left open. But with how it's instead of being a straight line, it's mounted sideways. So it's how you know what I'm talking about? It's like,
Yeah, I do. Mm-hmm.
so that's the way she's got it in, is where it's like literally front end is facing to one side wall, the back end is facing to the side wall she was like laying up on.
Yeah. Okay.
Is car's hood a TARDIS?
Hmm?
Is the car's hood like a TARDIS? It's bigger on the inside?
No, some motors, if you turn some motors naturally have their motors, instead of being straight facing the radiator, facing front out, are actually faced sideways. It's not a very common building choice, I'll say, for instance. But with how big the beast of this motor is, it is the choice she had to go with. But from the looks of it, it definitely seems to like it's just more than just a simple, weekend project. This seems like it's been worked on and self-milled.
Yeah, that was gonna be like my next question. I was like, did she tell me her name? I'm sorry, did I catch that?
No, not yet. She
Okay.
just said what, because you hadn't had a chance
what?
to. I was kind of like saying what she was working on, because you kind of saw it after she got out from underneath the hood.
Okay. Then I'll just say, your uncle wanted you to work on this?
Yeah. Uncle Jerry's kind of a pain, but it's kind of she just kind of gets frustrated a little bit, takes a little hand rag she was wiping her hands off with, kind of throws it back to the motor. This thing's a beast and it's a pain in my rear end. It's supposed to be a gift. As she seems to kind of get frustrated a little bit, and I'm supposed to have it done by the end of the year. As she kind of like looks back at it, looks at you. What? You want to try to help out on it or something?
Yeah, do you want a hand?
She nods her head a little bit. Sure. I can always use another pair of monkey hands.
Kind of like looks down at like the mark on his palm real quick, and he's like, well, this monkey is called Troy. Nice to meet you.
Name's Angela. Call me Ange for short. As she hands you like a couple of tools, and she's like points to the other side. Help me with this. Something keeps sounding off on this, and give me another technology check, please.
Okay. Oh, much better, much better. Dirty 20.
Ooh, very nice, Troy. Very nice. All right. With that, you kind of, with working on what you had with yours and seeing how custom milled most of these parts are, you see something's not sitting quite right as she kind of leans back in from her side of the car, of the engine, as she starts trying to rev the motor, like she's trying to get the flow going right. You see two parts weren't fully set right. So as you go in and reset it down, the moment that last ratchet that you make on the bolt to set it properly,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to roll against your willpower.
Against my willpower?
Against your willpower. You're rolling a flat d20 and seeing if you can beat your willpower or...
Understood. Okay. My willpower is a 12. I just rolled a 13.
All right. With that, you kind of feel that pendant you're wearing kind of heat up as you were working in the motor. But as everything sets, with that final, like once it finally sets in place, you almost have this overwhelming urge to just reach into the engine and just put your hand on the block itself. The hand that has the symbol. Like your hand was like being drawn toward it, but you're like, no, wait, that's not right. You're able to pull away just in time as she flips the light on, and inside the further into the motor, and she's like, "What the heck did you do?" As it just seems to be thrumming and a growl of a beast of an engine as it sounds, instead of like it was starting and stopping, like she was trying to keep it going. With what you just did, it's staying on now. And it just sounds like a creature growling.
Just made a slight adjustment. Wanna had something out of line over here.
She comes over, kind of like, pushes out slightly, just that way she can get in and see what you were talking about. Points light, kind of like where you instinctively were reaching for. Like, you talking about this? And it seems to kind of like flow over, like where you were wanting to reach and grab at, to where the bolts were that you fixed in place.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Maybe Uncle Jerry was right. Maybe I needed someone else's insight on this.
Yeah.
You know what?
You ever need help, just ask.
All right, monkey. And she just nods and gets back off and kills, gets back into the front and turns the engine off. Turns the key off that she had on.
Sure.
She comes back up and holds her hand out. For a handshake.
Yeah.
As she slaps her hand in yours, you feel like a card being left behind as she just gives you one pump and says, "See you around," and then starts walking off. Seems like that was she was trying to work on for the night.
Okay.
When you look at the card in your hand, it says a date and time, which is 2 days at midnight from the night. And the location.
What? Yeah, no, that's the important thing, because I think I know where this is going. Where's the location?
It seems like it's on the kind of like the. Oh, let me see if I can. They actually had a few names. So let me see if I can find it real quick. Give me one quick second.
Road's closed, pizza boy. Find another way home. That's where I think this is going.
Here it is. It looks like it's somewhere between out toward the hills and down a little bit of ways of the power plant itself for the city.
Okay.
If you do try to Google it, all it pops up is a long stretch of unkempt road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, Troy's gonna just pocket that. And a couple days, huh? I got work to do.
But yeah, so again, the next at least the next 2 days go by fairly quickly, fairly easy. The nightmares the three of y'all had seem to fade by the third day of waking up and getting used to your guys' schedule. So far, your guys' schedules are not that horrible. It's 2 full classes where you actually have to show up to the campus itself and take a 3-hour lecture each for Scotty and Deacon. Then the other, so that's 2 days a week. That'll be your Mondays and Fridays. The other 3 days are projects that are sent from your professor for you guys to handle paperwork-wise online. And then you're supposed to submit. So Monday, you guys kind of get together, greet, handle any questions. Then on the next 3 days, it's kind of like, self-study classes. And then on the Friday is when you guys turn that stuff back in. At 6 months, there's going to be a semester exam that the entire campus takes. So all Rangers will be having a test in 6 months, type of thing.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
But again, Angel Grove is supposed to have some decent classes and some decent events. So having a 6-month exam is not that unheard of. It just maybe a little bit rough on some people. It all depends on how well you remember your studies. As far as Marcel, Stevie, and Troy go, again, you each have a class on Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights. Thursday, Friday are kind of like online courses, kind of like self-directed study points. You guys have Monday, Saturday, and Sunday off.
Sweet. 3-day weekend.
Unfortunately, Scotty and Deacon, you guys took a little bit harder courses, so you guys only had the 2-day weekend.
Figures.
So it,
especially
remind
Scotty.
me, it was 3-hour lecture on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Did I remember that right?
Monday and Fridays.
I mean, Scotty's going to
Monday
be
and
very
Fridays,
busy on the
for Scotty and
weekends.
Deacon, for your primary courses is a 3-hour lecture on Monday and Fridays, and then you have the 3 kind of like
For study.
work study days, which are usually talked about on your Monday, and then you have to turn them in by Friday. Then you have the Saturday, Sunday off. But for Scotty, unfortunately,
He doesn't
also
get
has the
Saturdays
sports.
off. Saturdays
He
are
doesn't-
Scotty's busiest day.
Why?
as
What
far
happened
as-
Saturday?
On his Saturdays are the sports meets, or the sports days that they actually do demand that everyone.
No, it's
Do show
college
up for
football day.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you. Yeah.
Because again, if it wasn't football, it would have been any other sports, because they do have both football, hockey, and soccer as primary sports for the school.
Nice.
As far as Troy goes, it just you're once a week, as long as you get in contact with the professor and show that you are making headway on your own personal projects. He kind of leaves you come in, tinker, leave shop mostly whenever you need to throughout the week.
Awesome.
It just there is a Friday night class that you guys do have to show up for, that he comes in and does, his mandatory, safety type of evaluation, double checking, kind of seeing where everyone's at, asking anyone who wants to change projects, abandon projects, for like physical projects like that, to see if there's anyone that wanting to stop theirs to go work with someone else. But we're going to go to your middle of the week event that you had found, the race.
Now, in this interim, does Troy inform any of us of this?
That's up to you guys. Like I kind of said, like what your guys' schedule is going to look like for the week. This is up to you guys. Would you actually include each other in stuff like this afterwards?
Here's
I feel like
my thought. Like on my stuff, I absolutely like if there's like a commons area or anywhere that we meet up.
Yeah.
I am telling you guys.
Where's the juice bar?
Yeah, where's Ernie's? Like,
So there are a few places you guys can all either meet up. There is kind of like a, again, there is like there is a kind of like a youth center that's on that's not on campus, but it's nearby. Kind of like outreach, kind of like high school, college level kids kind of go there. It's kind of like the community center of sorts. So it's sort of like Ernie's, but it's not. Now there is kind of a laser tag and arcade style that it seems like a lot more people go to.
It's the hangout spot from Dino Thunder.
oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So
There was a
Nice.
concert venue, a video game lounge, and
Yeah.
a bar all together. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, they have the best burgers. Let's go.
I mean, Dino Thunder was a damn good series, so.
Yeah,
It really was.
But yeah, so that again, so the community center is more like anyone can go there, like open events, charity events, helping out with locals. You can set up after school type of meet and greets, different type of that's outside the school's purview and restrictions. So as far as like some clubs go, they do have like standard Taiji more for wellness type of thing. The classic martial arts kind of like for self-defense courses, but nothing like the actual like kendo clubs or stuff you would see, say overseas in Japan or something. Like you would have to set that up on your own, not by the school itself. The school is more like self-defense.
That more than likely Troy was like looking for something like that. They're like, there's got to be some martial arts club. And then when he didn't really, I'll deal with that later. And then he goes to find where you guys are at.
There, Scotty is probably just exhausted from his first week of class. He's not used to this just yet, and practice is running him ragged. So he's definitely at the community center with a giant tray of food.
Stevie is going to approach him with one of her smoky crystals and says, "Here, you need this more than I do."
But yes.
Got a bigger one? I need like an asteroid. Can you attain if this is supposed to help with stress?
Well, it absorbs stress.
All right, Scotty, as you kind of say stress, roll me an alertness check, please.
Okay, hold on. I gotta remember. My alertness should be, it's a D2. It's gonna be, that's a 14. No, 15, sorry, 15.
All right, with that, with just how much low-level energy you have, as you kind of say, yeah, you got something stronger to Stevie, you notice that the medicine bag that was around your right wrist seems to kind of glow as it feels like you
immediately covers it.
Yeah, it just kind of seems to kind of glow as that level of exhaustion, that mental fatigue is just wiped away in just mere moments. Like you just had like months of like rest just shoved in like a few microseconds.
Huh. Son of a gun, it worked. All right, let's get this started.
Yeah, I told you it helps.
Oh, I was talking to my lunch. As he holds up a burger that is only a burger by definition. It's got more bacon and cheese on it than you've seen probably ever.
Did you have to sign a waiver?
All I'm reminded is the stupid.
Is it the octuple bypass?
The heart attack burger from Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Octuple bypass.
It's
That's what my mind immediately went to.
I have stories about that. I'll tell you later.
It's the Luther burger from Boondocks. It's the Luther burger from Boondocks. It's just on a regular bun though.
But
I'll say
again,
at that point, Troy walks up just like he was about to say something, and then he looks at your burger like,
thank God. It's so good.
Deacon walked up and he saw the burger, and because his professor's been having him work on nutritionist stuff, he's just calculating the sheer number of calories that Scotty is just inhaling.
I may not be a vegetarian, but like a piece of lettuce wouldn't hurt.
There's lettuce on here. He opens the bun. It's like that.
It's like one leaf of lettuce.
Like, there is a full piece of lettuce. There's just so much meat on the burger that the ratio's off.
Marcel walks up and he actually thinks the burger looks delicious.
Hey, Scotty, high or low?
Let's go high.
Are we rolling for heart attack?
No.
he's rolling for food coma.
Rolling for the itis.
Is that or insulin shock?
Why is Scotty takes another big, juicy bite? Your PTSD event happens.
Oh, no.
And all you hear is a trio of sniggers.
I hear him. Where they won't.
Deacon's head is on a swivel as soon as he hears it.
Deegan and Scotty are like, they're here.
Wait, what?
What are we looking for?
Three.
Yeah,
When you
what's
guys
going
see
on?
the trio once more, it looks like they're coming like from where the cooking area is, where you know the bakery is, and it just seems like they're playing with like a very spiky, leafy looking top.
Oh no.
Those idiots. That's what we're looking
No.
for.
Marcel, I think, understood what I did.
Please no. Please God no.
Scotty, do you take another bite after you're hearing the Snickers?
I am going to cautiously put down my burger. and just you know, where are they? And turn and look.
As you kind of look, you just kind of see like, give me an alertness check real quick.
Sheesh. 11.
As you turn your head from the corner of your eye, you see something peeking out from between the patties of beef on your burger. As you kind of now have the taste of pineapple just kind of backwash at the back of your mouth.
This is just rude.
Why do they hate you so much?
I don't know. Scotty,
So Deacon, who has been studying, probably studying with Scotty, may possibly remember some laws about food tampering. Maybe.
it's definitely illegal.
DM, is that a thing?
That could have been an allergic reaction.
Yeah, but so far Scotty hasn't had that yet.
Scotty will open the burger to find the culprit.
Oh yeah, when you open the burger, there's like 3 rings of like grilled pineapple in between like the middle of the burger.
How did you miss those?
Right? You opened the burger.
No, he said no, he removed the top bun. He did not open the middle of the burger.
He
These
reaches
were Mary.
for a bottle of hot sauce, douses the pineapple in it, closes the burger, and takes the biggest chomp ever, making direct eye contact.
But yes, you see the 3 off to the side as you hear a couple other people going, "Man, I hate pineapple" in the background, as it wasn't just on you, but it seems like a few burgers pineapple had pineapple on them.
Multiple culprits.
But as you do see them kind of like walking by, you do see them wearing a. Everyone, give me all 5 of you. Give me an alertness check.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That is not.
I got a 7.
16.
16 for Scotty.
10.
What'd you get? 10. What'd you get, Deacon?
13.
4.
All right. So the only 2 people that see it are Scotty and Stevie, but you see a very peculiar looking patch on their jackets they're all wearing. It all seems to be similar, but it's a very stylized looking Z on their jackets. As they head out, as you see quite a few people getting up, going up to the waitress at the that took the orders. That was kind of like a counter style, saying like, "No, hey, something's wrong with my burger," and it's like half the burgers that were coming out had pineapple mixed into them in some shape, form, or fashion. And it is like there's a slight announcement like saying over the little soft intercom, like saying, "We do apologize for this, valued customers, but if there's been any issues with your meal tonight, for today, please bring them back and we'll fix anything that is of issue.
Scotty, with almost no words, will just pick up his tray and walk over to the counter. Anyone want a milkshake? I'm getting a milkshake.
I'll take one.
I'm getting some food. I'll go with you.
It's either a milkshake or a fist fight. I think I'm picking the safer option.
I'll go with you.
So,
I'm getting food.
Deacon's there.
I'll go
again,
too.
there are a few different options, but for the most part, it's all pineapple safe. There's no pineapple in any of it.
Yeah, no, just to be sarcastic, Troy's gonna be like, "Yeah, I've chicken wrap. Hold the pineapple."
Hey, can I get bacon in my strawberry smoothie, please?
Deacon sees
What?
this, he's just like, what?
Even
I mean,
Stevie's like, wait, what?
I'm just merely reminded of accepted now. Anyways, the shrimp smoothie, which there actually is one available.
It's an explosion of flavor.
Wait, there's a shrimp smoothie?
Why?
I'm just still
Because someone's both
shocked.
hungry and thirsty.
Listen, I ordered this more than once and I wasn't disappointed. But it still baffles me that Sonic made a bacon peanut butter shake.
Yeah, it's actually
Yeah, that's a
Decently
thing,
okay.
isn't it?
Wasn't awful, but why? We were so
Because
concerned with
it's
if we
because
could, we stopped.
It's because
We
the
didn't
salty
stop to
flavor.
think if we should.
Yeah. So preoccupied with
But,
what we could and stop thinking.
yeah. So what ends up happening is that again, you guys are able to get through, order quite a few different things. Yes, there is the bacon for strawberry. Again, after you guys are able to get back, with your shakes, the replacement order shakes. I'm sorry, Scotty, just the pineapple. I have to.
It's okay.
But again, Troy, you get an alarm going off because you do remember somewhat setting one. That way you won't forget about the race. Because you did have determined it is a race because the only thing that could be happening out there is some sort of after dark racing because it is asking to be there by 11 p.m.
Does anyone else hear his alarm go off? Like his phone?
Well, it is on his phone.
Like
or
his
it
phone
would be
ring?
on his phone if anything else. Like if you would have
Yeah.
it set to either sound or vibrate or how.
Yeah, I would definitely say it was on my phone. And I would just go, "Oh, that's my alarm."
What, you late for class?
No, I think a race.
Oh?
Yeah. Well, see, it at first it looked kind of looked shady because I met this girl in class and she said to meet her up here at this time. So either she wants to harvest my organs or she wants to race.
Deacon is researching the site that he's referenced, trying to see if it's been known for anything shady or anything.
Give me a. That wouldn't be technology. That would be a. So actually, that would be a culture roll.
Culture.
Can I roll streetwise to see if I know about anything?
Yeah.
Do you need
will also
potential
apply.
witnesses?
I would not like to go alone. I feel like that has burnt me in the past, fairly recently.
14?
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Was that 14 for culture, Deacon?
14 culture.
All right. You do know that, again, because this is part of California, that the kind of underground racing is still kind of a thing, especially in the areas where outside the city limits. So that way, it's not the cops won't get onto them as quickly or as easily, and everyone can scatter a little bit more. But you do know that it is somewhat of a flash event. If it's kind of if you're in the know, you're told where and when to show up.
Could Marcel's connection possibly have looped him into the race as well? Like for his his supplier?
What was that?
Since it is Could Marcel's like dealer have looped him in about the race as well, since it is like an underground thing? I feel like it's like a prime location to, you know, sell some weed.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had that, didn't you?
Mhm.
I forgot. Arlo to see if they would
I mean,
actually
it's
be
college.
at this particular event.
Yeah.
It's college. Someone's got to have it.
Right.
Arlo,
Oh, hi.
okay, apparently these dice really like going with you, apparently. So yes, your gentleman of fine relaxation implements would definitely be showing up there.
Your
My
contact.
street pharmacist.
Your buddy.
Yeah. He's my buddy, pal.
Well,
But yeah, so there
see,
is that going
me
on.
and Mar-
that, again,
I
that'd be
mean,
about 2 o'clock.
Troy, me and
Hey, right now it's
Marcel
about-
have gone to
how
a
about
sketch
1 or 2
neighborhood
o'clock
or
in the
two.
afternoon.
Yeah, you see, at first I thought it was a date, but then, like I said, weird remote location in the middle of the night.
Right. No, that's fair. But no, me and Marcel have gone to a sketch neighborhood or two. We'll go with you.
Yeah.
We won't
Deacon is-
listen. No offense to either of you, but we won't stick out as much as Deacon or Stevie.
Fair. Deacon's gonna kind of be the voice of reason and say, "Hey, is this really safe? Because there are like 7 people still missing from the pineapple incident a couple days ago. There still could be more monsters out there."
Yes, because the last few days there's been no response. Only thing anyone has seemed to have noticed in the last couple of days is that there definitely seems to be, like, at least in the inner city itself, a lot more police out, and a few you could probably swear would be National Guard, if not straight up military, on the main streets. Like at least like around City Hall, or like the main points.
Well, if that's the case, I feel like going to the street race is probably a good idea because might hear some good rumors there. Maybe somebody heard something about the National Guard that showed up or something.
Well, I can tell you this much as far as what's going on in the city. A, Dad won't be home that night, so it'll be much easier to leave. B, Dad hasn't been home most nights, so they've been pretty busy downtown.
All right. So is everyone agreeing that they're willing to go to this event then? Yes.
Yeah.
No. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. So
We will speak for.
Yeah.
Chris-
we'll speak
Chris's
for
character,
Sky.
too.
He about
gonna be
jumps
there.
over the table
We'll
saying
speak
yes.
for Sky.
He's
Say that-
buzzworthy.
yeah.
He's gonna
Yeah.
be there.
He's gonna be
I
there.
say,
We're
but
gonna
I'm
have
pretty
to
sure
keep-
somebody's gonna
I was gonna say we're gonna have to keep him from racing.
somebody's gonna have buzzworthy on their car. I can see it.
Right.
Yes.
But so again, like once it's about that time, you guys head out there. Are you guys carpooling, or how are you guys going to all get there? Because so far, the only person that said that.
Yeah, if you give me just a minute, like I can show everyone my car. So basically, I'll take you guys to like the shop area. So I don't know if anybody takes that class, but I take you there where you see like a lathe, you see like any tool you would ever want in a garage, and you see what I sent in the messenger, basically a 1934 Ford Coupe, kind of a rust bucket, but the hood is closed as of the moment. He goes, "This is what I'm racing."
Are you racing the Eliminator?
Kind of.
Okay, I respect it. You know, ZZ Top's American classic. This
Is
car
this thing even street legal?
is, I would say it's a classic design. I don't know if this car is a classic.
It's got antique tags.
All right. Well, at least it's legal.
I believe in you, Troy.
I have done nothing to the outside of it. It is still looks like it could fall apart at any second on the outside.
You're gonna need some serious TLC on this body, my guy.
Troy, I believe in you. If you can fix my car, you can fix anything.
You got this.
Well, this is what I've been working on pretty much every day. And he opens the hood. And basically, you know, those old school cars, the hood doesn't like pop up open like that, like our modern ones. The hood actually kind of folds to the side. So he pulls that, and you see a pristine V10 sitting under there.
Dear.
Yeah, it looks like literally like it just came right off the factory floor, like it just got assembled like just a few days.
Yeah.
Yeah, with how the outside looks versus like what he has on the inside at this point, it is definitely a diamond in the rough on the outside with the beast inside.
I'm hoping that the outside will throw her off and that they'll underestimate me.
Yeah, no. Everything's gonna underestimate you. How the hell did you afford that?
It's a long story.
Fair enough.
I am really good at scavenging, okay?
That is impressive, is what it is.
I've also done a
Go
couple
ahead.
of big jobs on my car, so yeah, I think he's done well enough to afford it.
Is Deacon, with his limited automotive automotive knowledge, able to tell that this was definitely not scavenged?
What rank of technology do you have again?
D4.
Better than mine.
Give me a roll real quick.
Way better than mine.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
All right. With that, yeah, you can definitely tell that some of this doesn't look like it was scavenged from anything. It looks like it was, if anything, it looks like something was either refurbished in one or two places that you can definitely tell it looks like something was kind of refurbished. But then there are three pieces that doesn't look like, you're not sure how they look as good as they do.
Deacon's not going to say any of this. He's just going to tuck that in his back pocket for later.
But yes, so is everyone going to be piling into the Eliminator or the Exterminator at this point?
The Exterminator? Yeah, I think everybody... They'll fit. It won't be comfortable, but they'll fit.
I'll drive my Jeep behind as a follow me car.
Okay.
It's a nice night. I can put the top down.
Get the Jeep bra strap out.
Probably
But yeah,
having
so-
developed
if
more of
that's
a
okay.
connection, Deacon will be with Scotty.
Okay.
Okay. That's perfect. So
Marcel
yeah.
with ride with Scotty as well.
Stevie
that's
will
the-
ride with Troy.
Nice.
it's right balance.
I'll
There's
assume
more than
that
likely Sky would be in there too.
Stevie
Yeah,
and
we'll
Sky,
do
Stevie
3
and
and 3.
Sky.
Yeah, 3 and 3. I like it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you're able to make your way out that down to the kind of the boonies, out toward, not at the power plant, but like I said, kind of south of the power plant. As you get closer, you kind of seem to start noticing a few designs and a few markings that anyone that's part of the racing scene would kind of noticed before. Is kind of like, or at least off-road street racing type of thing, because all this is all dirt. There's no concrete, there's no asphalt, it's all just like dirt country road. So old school racing.
Yeah.
As you kind of get close, you kind of notice that there are some UV lights going off, because you do see some black light glowing off in the distance as you get close. As all of a sudden, Troy, your car is stopped, as a bunch of people, kind of like in, what would be this? Purge style mask come jumping up
Nope.
with the glowing.
No.
Nope.
Uh-huh.
Obviously,
like
you can go
this.
nope.
Nope.
Just like kind of jumping up,
Nope.
like going.
Got an invitation, precious.
Scotty's white knuckling the Jeep.
Deacon is
Yeah,
like
you just
getting
Troy just
ready
kind of
to
shakes his.
call on his morphing energy.
Yeah, Troy kind of shakes his head and just pulls the invitation from his pocket and goes, "It's right here, Gollum."
He holds it out, holds his hand out, takes it, flashes that looks like a kind of like a military style, like old Vietnam era, like the L-shaped military light.
Yeah.
Kind of flashes it with a certain color filter on it. Looks it over, nods, and then hands back. Welcome to the Z ground. As he just kind of like backs away and like kind of like flips the filter up, and you just see like a like standard white light, and he just kind of like directs you on forward as you start seeing other cars like with neon glowing under like black light bulbs, as it seems like everything's keep like the light sources are kept down as much as possible, but just enough that people can still drive and walk around. You see people like with the glow sticks, kind of like the LED, like paint stripping markings on everything, even on some of their clothing. Because like I said, think Purge on how they would dress up and how they would have like done up the colors. Everything looks kind of dark and everything. You do notice, everyone give me an alertness check real quick.
I'll say before this, Corey, maybe a few more minutes and then we wrap up.
Yep.
Okay.
I got 15.
Oh, let me check the D2. Haha, dirty 20, baby.
5.
9. Okay. What about you, Troy?
10.
All right. So anyone that had at least the 10 notices, that stylized Z use both Scotty and Stevie saw earlier. Everyone else now sees it on some of the cars predominantly, because on one of the hoods of the car has a putty mask.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Scotty
Why?
though notices a few other things, like it's like the racers are kind of either dressing up kind of weird. Like one looks like he's done up like how like a punk rocker style putty would be, like a racer would be, as he gets out of one of the cars and pulls up a mask. You see like a regular human face underneath it, but you definitely see something is definitely going on, and that's where we're gonna leave off.
Nice cliffhanger.
Very,
Very good.
Oh.
No.
Very good.
All right. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you all. There we go. We appreciate you all. We appreciate you guys supporting the stream. We saw you guys in the comments section. We love the interaction. We love everyone who's watching. Thank you for anyone who came out to Cowtown Comic Con last weekend. Myself, Reese, and Cody were all there supporting the stream, supporting the con. So anyone who went, thank you very much. Texoma Comic Con coming in February. The same people who brought you Cowtown is bringing you Texoma again for the second year in a row. So go check them out as they start making new announcements. But we will be back here, same time, same channel. Not next Thursday, but the following Thursday. So we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.